Let's get started. Oh, yo. The music right off the rip. That's fucking tough. Okay. We lock in. Here we go. Episode 1 of 18. Journey. Nanami will travel with her friends. Where to go? We'll see. It is the 261st day. What would the world look like when humans are gone? In a few decades, nature will gradually remove humanity's footprints. Beasts will roam the decaying neighborhoods, and settlements where people once gathered will become unrecognizable ruins. Within a century, most buildings will collapse as metals expand and contract due to the change in temperature and the overgrown vegetation. 10,000 years from now, there will be no sign of human civilization safe from lingering radiation. And yet, 10,000 years are but a drop in the ocean of the history of the 4.5 billion year old planet Earth. The blue planet will stop spinning without humans. Life existed before humanity, and it will continue afterward. I leave no trace of wings in the air, but I am glad to have my flight. Yo. What the hell? Okay. Why? This is the first thing Sniper PK-43 says after his power is rebooted. Oh, we're going right off the rip with Nanami. And we're in a new frame, too. Nice. Oh god. Oh, God. I got a voice here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Why's that? An unfamiliar face blocks his vision. As a face pulls back, he finally catches a glimpse of the person before him. A young girl in a silver pilot's suit is staring at him, her hands on her hips. His memory data pause from his power was first cut. He soon realizes that the girl was the one who rebooted him. The overly friendly girl wiped away the snow above him, circling him as if he discovered some treasure. You're welcome, by the way. I am always to help those in need. What should I call you? Snipey? As she talks unprompted, Sniper PK-43 runs his self-diagnostic program and finds everything functioning normally. However, unable to connect to the internet, he has no idea how long it has been since he was shut down. I am a fully automated sniping platform model Sniper PK-43. You show no sign of infection. What is your purpose? You can call me Master Nanami of the Chosen One. Nanami walked up teen days before I found you, Snipey. You might sound like a weird middle-aged man, but you're the first person I can talk to, so I won't mind. My name is not Snipey. If you must call me something, please call me by my designation, Sniper PK-43. You got it, Snipey. You have ignored my request and disregarded my question. My purpose it is, well, Nanami isn't really too sure either. I want to be your friend though. I've traveled a long way and I've seen nothing but snow without a single soul in sight. Nanami's so bored. Sniper PK-43 pauses after hearing what Nanami says. For a second, there is only the sound of howling wind on the small roof where they were. Looking down from this height, he finds the swirling snow blocking the sky, concealing everything further than 5 meters away. All he can see is a vague shape of the city not far from here, buried in the snowstorm. Not much has changed since I was shut down. Sniper PK-43 offers his observation, piquing Nanami's interest. Can you tell Nanami what happened? What happened? As Sniper PK-43 contemplates, the girl extends her hand and gently touches the back of his head. Surprisingly, none of Sniper's PK-43 program finds Nanami hostile. And this is familiar motion has jolted his wow, hold on. And this familiar motion has jolted his memory. He has no idea when the snow started. The building he is in belongs to the conservation area, and he belongs to a human soldier. The soldier is from Babylonia, and so he is technically a Babylonian property as well. He's booted up for the first time on this very roof. It's on. That's fantastic. I thought you were irreparable. As his system slowly activates and run, he finds himself being able to hear, then see. He sees the soldier's hand on the head. Wait, he sees the soldier's hand on his head, patting him like a small animal.
TM08. Activation complete. Please, issue command.
He then finds himself being able to speak. Did you get that model number from the sheriff's serious chip? Regardless, it's great that you're running. It'll ease everyone's burden just for a little bit. The soldier mumbles to himself and retracts his hand. Exhaling in the cold wind, his breath clearly visible. He puts on his thick gloves again.
We'll kill you, sniper, yeah? Starting the day, you and I gonna keep an eye on this area. Your job is to take down any corrupted that come across this border, understood?
The world has always been an endless field of snow ice since the day he was activated. Afterward, he replaces the soldier to keep watch on the roof, his duty non-stop. Occasionally, the soldier would come up to perform maintenance on Sniper PK-43 while he talks to himself on topics unrelated to work. He talks about Babylonia, a base in the sky where the senior he respects lives. How he used to be there 4 seasons, but only winter remains. How there are fewer corrupted now, probably since Everwinter is spreading faster.
Can you see the Badlands, sniper?
The soldier sitting next to Sniper points toward the distance in the night. His voice is trembling despite the bulky protection suit he is wearing.
I do not understand what Badlands mean.
All Sniper PK-43 sees through the snowstorm is a city frozen in ice.
Touche. It was quite a disaster, wasn't it? Any place that we can offer a view of the Badlands is probably part of Badlands now.
Badlands. Everwinter. War in seasons. None of these concepts exist in Sniper PK-43's database. He can only piece together this fading story through snippets of the soldier's words. Later, there is no more enemy apart from the few corrupted that wander beyond the conservation area. His duty with the soldiers grows laxer, as if they're the only ones left in the world, and the world is but this roof. The soldier disappears for a while. Sniper PK-43 still holds his position without a new command. This is the only thing he can do. It is once again nighttime when the soldier shows up. He climbs to the roof, the highest point of the city, painting and sitting next to Sniper.
Do you have a new command? What? Why? You disappeared. I thought I would never see you again.
The soldier laughs. He spends some effort to remove his helmet and gloves before Sniper PK-43, exposing his face in the blizzard. His skin begins to turn purple from the extreme cold. This is the first time Sniper PK-43 sees his face.
I'm sorry I left you here for so long.
Sniper PK-43 notices that the vapor on the soldier's face is slowly turning into a thin layer of frost.
I'm sorry that I showed you the worst this world has offered.
Despite him talking to Sniper PK-43, his gaze lands somewhere in the distance. PK-43 wonders what if he is actually talking to someone else behind. The soldier stands up and pats Sniper PK-43 with his gloveless hand like the first time. Sniper PK-43 perceptibly notices his irregular heartbeats and that he is shaking.
Did something happen? I can offer nighttime counseling if you need someone to talk to.
Surprisingly, the soldier does not laugh at Sniper PK-43's joke. He just keeps on panting, whispering.
Monsignor is gone as well. None of us can hold on any longer. We'll probably abandon this place soon. What a shame.
The soldier places his hand on Sniper PK-43's power button.
I can't keep showing you all this despair. I don't understand.
Sniper PK-43's voice begins to distort and his power goes out.
Goodbye, Sniper. Thank you for being by my side.
As the light in his power cable flickers, the blue light of the hundreds of nodes in his body begin to dim. He is about to become a pile of useless parts. The last thing he sees before his system shuts down is a soldier facing away from him, standing under the crimson moon in the storm, and like an arctic bird jumping off the roof.
Wow, we are already starting off like that. That is fucking wild.
Why? When Sniper PK-43 was rebooted, this was where his fragment memory stopped.
So, you don't know why either?
Nanami mutters to herself. That is when PK-43 realizes that she just accused his memories, or accessed his memories.
Who are you exactly? Nanami is Nanami. Duh.
Sniper PK-43 recognizes that the girl before him is no human, but he cannot deduce that her true identity either. Before he can make any judgment, she continues the conversation.
But the place I came from looks nothing like this. I've never seen a blizzard this huge. Not even the ARU. I've been building snowmen on the way, and I'm bored. There is no one here to have a snowball fight with me. Where did you come from? I can't tell you for sure. I was traveling around the globe before Mecha Babushuka.
Who? Babushuka. I'm guessing that's the mech.
Sent me here. Anyway, you don't seem like you have any clue either. In that case, Nanami is moving on to the next destination. Do you want to join me, Snipey? Where is this next destination? Nanami has no idea. God. How are you expecting to convince me? I am not going anywhere. My mission is to station here. My maker gave me that command. Nanami knows that you're hoping to see your maker, aren't you? Well, let's set our temporary co-op objective to finding your maker. With the two of us, I'm certain we can figure out where everyone went.
Nanami's voice is as light as a hummingbird, and the hope within her seems to have stirred up Sniper PK-43's static programming.
Alright, you going to look for humans? Nanami is going to figure out what's going on. I recommend abandoning your objective. I've been here for a very long time, and I have seen not a human soul. How long is very long? Just very, very long. But he wanted me to stay here to guard this city.
None of us can hold on any longer. We'll probably abandon this place soon. The soldier's word have Sniper PK-43 feeling a little hesitant.
And why would you do that for me anyway? Because Nanami has a secret identity. I'm a river god that grants lost souls wishes. What is that?
For the first time in his life, Sniper PK-43 wants to sigh like a human. He activates the radiator in his base, immediately melting the snow that clogs his part. He slowly lifts the folded arms under his base and the snow pile to his body falls.
Whoa, Nanami didn't realize that you were powerful enough to make you stand without thinking. I have always had this function. Forget it. My maker's safety is top priority. I shall travel with you then.
Hearing that, Nanami opens her arms and jumps towards Sniper PK-43, her face sticking right next to his barrel.
All right, Nanami and Sniper's journeys begins.
It is as if a silver water wolf Waterfowl stretch its wings in his wintry sky, scattering a layer of ivory dust, seeding a certain inspiration in the snow along her way.
Okay, we just going on in. Don't know what the fuck's happening. Oh, we have Nanami in the snow somewhere. We're in the Arctic somewhere. Huh. Alright, episode 2. House of Love. Nanami knows that there are still warm places in this cold world.
Day 35. I saw a building collapse today. Perhaps the concrete underwent some chemical reaction due to the temperature change. I was patrolling aimlessly when I heard the sound of glass shattering. Not long after, a window snap dropped vertically onto the pavement. Afterward, there was like a gentle push from a pillar of invisible hands, and the building fell like a domino. Shards splattered everywhere, carried by the gust of wind. I suddenly wondered how long it took for the people who lived in there to build this towering structure. Nature reclaimed it in but a second. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
What if that's Nanami's journaling?
Snow covers everything as far as they can see, and high rises and roadside structures are buried beneath unmelting ice. UN settlements are ruined beyond recognition. This is the first time PK-43 leaves his building. Walking in the city he has once tasked with guarding, he creates a little white mist every step he takes with his legs pressed and lifts the quiet, unmoving snow. Carefully, he walks as if afraid of ruining the planet he sets foot on. He then finds a giant wave of snow coming off the highway before him.
What the hell? The inspectors are here to catch my naughty kids.
A suffocating mech approaches Sniper PK-43 as he hears a girl's voice above it.
Is this what you wanted to show me? Indeed. Yo. Dude, hey. You see, okay, here's the problem with Nanami's little fucking shit. Is I do not like the side ponytail. I do not like it. If you put it to the back like you had in the other ones, it'd be good. I would not mind. This is not a bad frame. Like her character design is not bad. But why the fuck is her ponytail to the side? Beats me. Indeed. Isn't it cool? I couldn't detect you even when you rode this monstrosity into my range. What exactly are you? I told you, Nanami is Nanami. Where did you find this, anyway? You mean power?
Nanami slaps the mecha underneath her.
Nanami doesn't know either. Power was just here when I arrived here. And you gave it a weird name. It is a shame it cannot speak for itself. Doesn't its name sound powerful? Nanami spent a long time before coming up with it. Nanami chose the form of power.
With Nanami's nonsensical command, the mech begins to tread forward with its giant steps.
What should we do next? You said you would help me find my maker, but you have no idea how to do it. Well, figure it out. Nanami has solved many problems on her journey, so don't you worry. I'll be able to help you with this.
There is nothing Sniper PK-43 can do but follow the mech riding girl silently in the aimless journey.
I mean, you got that right.
They walk past 3 seemingly identical blocks where the sites are as they appeared back when Sniper PK-43 saw them on his roof, deary and lifeless. They enter the buildings that have yet to collapse, searching for any sign of human activities, but they always leave empty-handed. Perhaps this is the end of the world, Sniper PK-43 thinks, and the soldier and he are the 2 remaining beings in this world. An enlarged vision of their roof.
Hey, look! There's something ahead!
Nanami screams as they cross the sparse wood. What catches Nanami's attention is a building barely visible ahead of him. Unlike the structures in the previous areas, it is not covered in snow, but a giant white dome. Figures Seemingly mechanoids scatter around this place.
Hold on. Let's make sure they are not corrupted.
Nanami charges forward with power, and Sniper PK-43 has no choice but to follow. At the base of the building is a mechanoid clearing the remaining snow. It stops when it notices Nanami approaching, and the monitor above its head glows yellow. After a second, it speaks.
Guess.
With that, other mechanoids of different models and shapes around also stop their work and pass along the phrase, guess. The line echoes along the machine, spreading the entire area.
How welcoming!
Nanami jumps off Power's back and steps forward. She is greeted by an adorable robot.
Hello, my name is Snowball. Welcome to the House of Love. This is a charming neighborhood designed for humans. Are you here to visit? There are still communities like this around? That's wonderful. Nanami is searching for a human. Do you have any humans here? There are currently no humans living in this neighborhood.
The small robot droops its ears, looking disappointed, but it soon cheers up once again.
But we've been preparing for humanity's arrival. Our site provides first-class services and comes with comprehensive residential and entertainment facilities. Feel free to come take a look.
Because of the dome, the neighborhood, it is not covered in snow like its surroundings. Still, the wind has brought snow inside, so plenty of mechanoids are working on clearing the snow and repairing their facilities. PK-43 even sees a bear carrying a large fridge across the road.
Ah, there are so many mechanoids in this place. Have you always been here? We all came from different parts of the world. Gathering in this place, I was a performer mechanoid in the amusement park, but I led everyone here because we shared the same wish. What wish was that? That humans would return. Speaking of which, where are all the humans? Nanami hasn't seen a single person on her journey here. There have been fewer and fewer humans on the surface ever since the moment it suddenly started snowing. I never saw one again, so I had to leave the park to find another place that would need me.
The bear who is passing by Nanami also stops. Same here. I was a bionic mechanoid in the ARU. I would help out the fishermen there. Unlike the other bears, ever since that winter came, the Arctic was even colder than before. All the fishermen gradually left.
Happened to me too. I was stationed in the desert. It became a snowfield by the time I left.
Why has it become like this?
Listening to the mechanoids talking about their experience, Nanami begins to look more and more somber. It seems that extreme weather has not just happened in this city.
We are here. Please come in, dear guest.
The leader brings Nanami and Sniper PK-43 to a building, gesturing them to enter. Nanami claims the moment she steps inside.
Whoa, I can't believe there's still a place like this. Did you guys make all of these?
The hall has been transformed into a tidy, cozy home, with a sofa and a coffee table in the lounge and a play area that is colorful and bright. In the center of the hall is a large machine emanating heat.
We did. I was going to place some plants here, but finding surviving plants is impossible these days.
Sniper PK-43 recognizes the plants in the hall and are all just replicates made with syndicate polymers. A small robot spins around in the hall, introducing each facility to Nanami.
And this is our leisure area where humans can relax and rest. This is the play for the area for human children. We thought that if we had humans visit, they might bring children with them. Oh my, it's Nanami's favorite arcade. Here we have installations modeled after the aquarium. Since we could not find any living fish, our bionic fish are playing the parts for now.
The small bionic fish inside the tank approaches the glass, tapping tenderly where Nanami places her hand.
We built this bonfire to keep humans warm. We believe humans will go and seek warmer places now because of how cold this place became. As long as we guard this neighborhood, humans will find us and move in.
As the small robot talks, another mechanoid approaches holding a tray. Please try our food distinguished.
We are not sure how the taste since none of us has taste buds. Perhaps you can offer some suggestions, madam?
Before Snowball can finish, Nanami has already grabbed the cake from the tray and stuffed it into her mouth.
Nami thinks the best. Ooh, it's fire tasty. What the fuck? Is that really okay?
Looking at the girl with her big thumbs up, Sniper PK-43 can only pretend to not see it and continue searching every corner of the interior. After Nanami has experienced all the facilities in the back-to-back mad dash, she crashes on the sofa, too tired to keep going.
How would you rate our service, dear guest? Fantastic. Nanami is satisfied.
Receiving feedback, Snowball jots down some notes seriously.
What are you doing? Recording your feedback. That is how I can continue to improve this place. She is not a human either. For some reason, I have a strange feeling that this madam is someone very special. So her opinions are equally important. Of course, I'm special. Nanami is Nanami, duh. Jesus fuck. Miss Nanami is like a human to us. Like a human? Nanami doesn't know anything about that. Anyways, you're all very nice, and I had a great time. There's just one thing. Is there something we can improve on? You aren't happy enough. Be happier. Let Nanami give you some pointers in return for your excellent service.
Soon the walls adorned with Nanami's colorful graffiti. Welcome to the House of Love. A small troop of mechanoids led by Snowball is poising it before it cheerfully, albeit stiffly.
Ta-da-da! Welcome to the House of Love! Cut! Perfect!
Acting as a director, Nanami rubs her chin satisfactorily on the side.
Will this make humans happy? Of course it will! You all look so warm and adorable! 10 out of 10. I still do not comprehend. We are warm, but this room is far from being generating the temperature humans find comfortable. I wasn't talking about the temperature. I meant you are welcoming and affectionate.
Gently, she holds Snowball's head in her hands.
You send your love to the other person, and the other person will feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Nanami touches Snowball's forehead with hers. Like a ritual, the small robot seems to be able to receive Nanami's love in silence.
I see. Is this warmth? Thank you, Miss Nanami. You're welcome. This is what Nanami ought to do. All right, then. We shall rehearsal into our daily maintenance routine. We will keep working hard, Miss Nanami. Good. I believe that there will be humans here one day. We've been here for a while now. There are no signs of human activity here. We should go. I know. Nanami planned to continue her journey anyway, so this is where we say our goodbye. Oh, is that so? If it weren't for not the other mechanoids here, I would have joined you in your search for humans. You can! Nanami would love to have you join us. But I will never get to see the humans who find our neighborhood if I leave. It is my duty to make humans feel at home. I shall continue to guard this place until the day I no longer lead us. Nanami feels so moved. Please refrain from wiping your snot and tears on me, especially when you do not know what they are made of. Dude, Nanami is such a character.
Nanami waves goodbye to the mechanoids at the entrance of the community.
You've all done a great job. Goodbye, Miss Nanami. Thank you for your feedback. Please visit us soon. Woohoo! Nanami had a great time. God, dude. Oh!
That is when Nanami and Sniper PK-43 realize it is already nighttime outside.
Hey, yo, that's new. They stepped up a little bit.
The wind seems to be stronger at night, pulling more snow into the neighborhood, whirling inside the dome. It almost sounds like it is wailing.
What is wrong? Nothing. It's just the wind sounds like it's crying.
Longingly, Nanami places her hand on the building's wall as if it feels something.
Snipey, once we found your maker, Commandant and the others will tell you all the we'll tell all of them about this neighborhood. Then this will truly become a happy place. What is a commandant? And were you not happy?
Sniper PK-43 is surprised to hear what he said. He does not understand what happiness is, but unintentionally interrupts Nanami's behavior as a human. Nanami smiles.
It's because I saw how everyone still remains hopeful, and that hope, in return, continues to push them forward. That's why I'm happy.
She waves, and the mechs outside waiting at the dome seem to feel her longing and walk toward her.
Let's keep going, Snipey.
Miles away from the neighborhood, Nanami and Sniper PK-43 look down as they, technically, what?
Miles away from the neighborhood, Nanami and Sniper PK look down as they technically.
Just Nanami lie on the plateau.
Okay.
They can see the bright and empty city in the distance as if it is the only star in the silent night. Nanami raises her hand to block away the snow falling on her face. Though the gap between her and her fingers, she looks at the lonely neighborhood.
Do you like it here, Snipey?
Are you referring to that community? It does not mean anything in particular to me.
Eventually, Nanami puts down her sore arm and blinks, staring at the flashing phantoms the bright stars leave in her eyes.
For a second, Nanami doesn't know where she is.
She flips over the ground and extends her arms, burying her face in the snow as if she is embracing the earth.
Even though Nanami has always traveled alone since she left home, I never felt lonely. But now, for some reason...
She pats the ground gently and the snow splashes on the Sniper PK-43.
All right. Please stop being upset if you're mad, Granny Earth.
Are you trying to comfort the Earth for real?
The girl with her head in the snow replies, but her words are all muffled.
Although my database is not updated, I know that Earth is strong. Stronger than any human or mechanoid.
As he speaks, his motion center captures a strangely shaped red deer dashing through the night. Creatures other than the humans seem to have started to adapt to the environment. Sniper PK-43 cannot help but wonder.
Are there still humans on this planet?
Interesting.
Let's go. 13 with 3 search. I think this is Nanami. But I'm still gonna do narration until I get confirmation.
This is today's records. I found a nursery from the Golden Age today. You can tell. Kids used to sleep and rest here. Now it's empty. The windows were broken, but the room wasn't without its dwellers. I saw 2 nests in the windowsill. There seemed to be birds landing there. They brought food and fur, leaving bones and feathers. The room still felt slightly alive. I keep thinking I'm in a dream, a cold, strange dream. This planet is like a dying mother, and I, like the fate of many others, are meant to die in her womb. But then I find new lives being born on this land, and it wakes me from my dream. My sweet children, I'll be back for you.
Come on, Snipey, say cheese. Can you show me a smiley face on your screen?
The signal light on Sniper PK-43 flashes yellow.
If I had that function, I would not be smiling.
Back on the road, they have traveled a few days since they left the neighborhood. Right now, Nanami is holding a strange device on top of her mech, knowing God knows what.
Even the narrator's like, what the fuck is going on?
You have been holding that device for a while. What does it do?
It's a camera I found in the mall. Nanami did leave something behind valuable as payment. I wasn't stealing.
There was no one else left to care. What are you trying to do with your camera?
Nanami is investigating.
After taking a photo of Sniper PK-43, Nanami begins to take photos of the sites, even though Sniper PK-43 thinks they all look similar.
And I'm journaling. How now Nanami can tell Commandant and her friends what she had encountered on her journey when she's back. Perhaps Commandant will want to come with me on my next trip after seeing the stunning pictures.
You said that name before. Does it belong to a human?
That's right. Commandant is the only... No. One of the few. One of the many human friends Nanami has. But Commandant is Nanami's favorite. The Commandant has taught Nanami so many things. I can put in a good word if you want to meet and greet, but Nanami will always be the best and cutest one in Commandant's heart. Okay.
I am not trying to be cuter than you. You can have your Commandant all to yourself.
Now that Nanami has told you a little secret, why don't you tell me about your favorite human?
You know everything about him already. You have access to my databank. I do not know much about my maker. I know that the city I was once stationed in was a base for humans, and he had other human companions. He has, on occasion, mentioned something about how humanity situation became extremely difficult due to the Everwinter in the Badlands.
I'm asking you what you think of your human that I can't know from your databank. And I've been investigating the Everwinter and Badlands. Are they new viruses? We haven't encountered many corrupted on our way. Nanami's so bored that even the corrupted in her memories are getting lovelier.
I deduced it was because of the unyielding and unending snow.
Why has Nanami never heard of it? I must figure out where Commandant is. Commandant will know how to fix this once I bring the news back.
Is your human powerful?
Of course the Commandant is powerful, but not as powerful as Nanami still.
No power can solve global climate issues like this. If humans can fix it, they would be foolish not to have fixed it already.
Sniper PK-43 speaks flatly.
Those mechanoids find know where they came from. Mutated animals are around us, and they think only signs of humans in those buildings and our bodies. Perhaps humanity is extinct. Why do you think you can see them again?
Nanami hasn't been ignoring them. Are you still searching with me, aren't you, Snipey?
My maker is likely dead. I just believe that it is possible to uncover the messages he left behind, if any.
The girl shakes her head and she sounds incredibly sincere for once.
Before I find the truth about this place, I will not stop searching for other humans.
But her sincerity only lasts for a moment before she screams and jumps down on her neck.
What is it?
Nanami has discovered something incredible. Look, it's a park.
The energetic Nanami rushes away with her arms wide open. Oh jeez, I can only imagine. Not far from the distance are some contraptions buried in snow. Their functions unidentifiable. Arriving at one of the snow piles, Nanami eagerly wipes away the snow to reveal a colorful seesaw underneath.
Whoa, jackpot! It's a seesaw.
You can tell this is a park.
Duh! Don't you know Nanami has an incredibly acute park radar?
Is it true that I've never seen a place like this? Regardless, it is useless now. No children will be playing here anymore.
Maybe it's because they can't recognize it. I've decided to build a snowman here to make this place more like a park.
I thought you said you were sick of it.
It's different now that I'm doing it with you, Snipey.
Before he knows it, Nanami has already made a basketball-sized snowball.
Jesus. Why are you looking at me like that? I will not build a snowman with you. I do not possess hands.
Nanami is guessing that what kind of snowman Snipey likes.
It is futile. My program does not like anything.
Prepare for your program to be changed by Nanami's mighty will.
Hey!
Holy shit, that thing is as tall as her.
Nanami has Nanami has 2 snowmen built by the road before long.
Considering this welcome gift Nanami didn't give you, don't worry. You just need to appreciate it and thank me. Why are there 2 of them? Oh, damn, switched. This is Nanami's latest work. The bestest human pair in the universe. The largest snowman is Nanami's commandant, wearing tons of glittery medals and looking super cool. The smallest snowman is Snipey's soldier's friend. Nanami has given this sweet boy a flower. He was actually a grown man. Nanami knows that you must miss your friend, and like how I miss mine. Nanami will find the commandant as soon as possible. Combining Nanami's power with the best human, will be able to solve any problem.
Her smile has Sniper PK-43 struggle to continue his seduction. This in time, he refrains from interrupting Nanami's aspiration, nor does he deliberately hide the simmering, impossible dream of his.
That's why Nanami is also going to help you find the human you care about.
Despite not knowing the girl before him, he can do as she promises. Sniper PK-43 realizes this is the first time someone wants to do something for him.
Thank you, Nanami. Please call me Master Nanami, the chosen one. Comrade, 1 shot, 1 kill. I refuse. Stop giving me obscure nicknames.
Their conversation is interrupted by a strange noise from the other side of the park.
I think there are corrupted here, Nanami. Corrupted, is it?
Nanami looks at the other side of the park upon his warning.
It seems some naughty kids want to join the snowball fight.
Nanami gets on a mech again, taking a fighting stance towards where the sound comes from.
Well then, on my mark power, Master Nanami will show you these punks a real snowball fight. Oh yeah, here we go. Hey. This is different. And there we are. What are they trying to get us from different angles? Oh. I guess I have to. It's cold. Snipey, I'm gonna catch a cold. Machines do not catch a cold, but the coldness will freeze their buffer fluid and slow down their movement. Do not stand still. Eliminate the corrupted immediately. What are you doing? 1, 2, 1, 2. Nanami is warming up, but I don't think I've seen any corrupted. Maybe it's not just us. Perhaps the corrupted are also frozen in the cold winter. We are investigating the area. Now, what I liked about... Oh. Look, Snipey, there's a little bird. It's frozen. Poor bird. It does look like a little bird to me. Hey, do not approach it. I detect high punishing concentration. It is a corrupted. Huh? Well, let's take it down. Snipey power, let's go. Anyways, oh shit, we are frozen. What I liked about Nanami when she first released was that it was kind of, I think it was like an experiment that they wanted to do with the mech, which kind of worked out until, you know, Watanabe decided to come into the picture. But I used her for the longest time because my fire team consisted of Karenina, Liv, and Nanami for like the longest time until like 2 days ago, I think, when I was pulling for Watanabe and where the fucking birds? Oh, Watanabe and Lee. I pulled for them because I'm gonna use it for a video later down the road. And I shit you not, the difference in power scaling from them is a fucking night and day difference. It is fucking disgusting. I'm like, holy shit, dude, they are a powerful duo. because Liv was my main damage dealer. Don't get me wrong. Everyone else was good. And Liv was kind of like the one kind of carrying the team for the damage dealing. But now that I've got like a tone, okay, whatever. Let's get the birds. Hold up. What the fuck are the other birds at? There's the other one. And now that I know, this is the last one. You gotta get up. Yep. And now that I know that they are fucking like a crazy duo, the load that Liv has to not do anymore is absolutely fucking insane. Like, I can now use, like, the premium fire team is fucking wild.
Commandant, Tower and I are just super duper awesome, don't you think?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this one, and she did, she cared, she did her part whenever before I had Watanabe and all them. So I mean, I'm not mad at anything about that. Like I said, the design is great. I do like everything. I don't know why the fuck the side ponytails have. Who's to say? But yeah, I pulled for them like 2 days ago, and holy shit, the difference is fucking insane. And the video that I'm gonna have for them, oh bro, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy. And I'm working on one right now, and I just got like the beginning done, so now I've got to get everything else tied into it. But I'm not gonna be done for like maybe like another week. So I still got a lot of time to deal with it, but because I'm taking my time with them. But I'm fucking excited for it to come out. All right, let me lock back in. Look, there's something strange in this machine.
Nanami jumps off the mechanoid and kneels down to the frozen traveler on the roadside, poking at the fabrics inside.
It seems to be carrying a bag. I don't think you should eat food from unknown source, Nanami.
PK-43 tries to stop Nanami as she takes out an unknown object from the backpack and puts it in her mouth.
It tastes a little weird. I told you not to eat it. But it tastes like human food indeed. I should take some to Commandant. I'm starting to worry for that human. Thank you, Sniper. I thank you. Let's go this way. Corrupted will never bring food with them. Maybe this mechanoid went out for the bag of food, but it never made it back. Other humans could be waiting for it to go home.
The black backpack has become rag from battle. Nanami puts his dirty fabric next to her face.
I can feel someone's thoughts in this. In a human words, you are just being superstitious. Enough already. You just keep roasting me. The human who made me was quite lonely, so he configured me to be rather talkative. Anyway, I can smell something fishy. Let's investigate.
Nanami and Sniper PK-43 continue to search around and find more clues on the snow nearby. They find some children toys and candy wrap buried not too deep in the snow. Tracing them, Nanami controls power to lift up the roof of a collapsed building. They see a short, dark staircase.
Wow. You can't come in, Power.
Nanami parks power. The stairs are so narrow that she and Sniper PK-43 cannot walk side by side. There is a door at the end of the stairs.
Are we just going in like this?
Nanami puts a finger next to her mouth, making a shush gesture. She knocks on the door lightly.
Hello there. It's Nanami. I'm not a bad guy. I'm coming in if I don't hear any answer. Nobody is answering. Just go in.
There is a lock on the door, but Nanami easily opens it. She pushes the door open and steps inside.
This place looks like an underground nursery. Yeah, that was her diary then.
The poorly lit room has just basic facilities, including several steel beds. It is cramped and dark, but quite clean.
Someone must have cleared it not too long ago. Hello? Is anybody in?
Nanami starts to sing a strange song and wanders around the room.
If there's anybody around, you would have scared them away.
Sniper follows Nanami to the room and activates the terminal imager. The room is very big, and he soon discovers a few weak heart sources in the corner.
Nanami, I found something.
Hide and seek? Nanami's the best. Ah!
Nanami walks behind a steel bed and slightly jumps up, patting herself to the chest.
That was scary. I almost broke my new clothes.
Right in front of you.
PK-43 quickly walks up and finds a mechanoid with the looks of a female human. She has collapsed to the ground, holding a rusty kitchen knife in her hands and looking at Nanami and Sniper PK-43 with fear in her eyes. PK-43 quickly searches for the mechanoid in his database, but the database is never updated, nor is it connected to the network. All we can find is a robot nanny produced by the Golden Age with a similar model number.
Phew. It's okay. Don't be scared. Nanami isn't angry.
Nanami bends over and reaches out for the stranger's mechanoid. Worried that she might alert the mechanoid, she gently pats it on her head. It actually seems to work. Still shivering, the mechanoid gradually puts down the knife. She keeps locking between Nanami and Sniper 40K. Wow, Sniper PK-43.
Who are you? My name is Nanami, and this is Sniper behind me. I'm looking for a human. Have you seen any humans nearby? Human? Right. My child. Can you also help him? Huh? There's a child around. Why am I not seeing any?
PK-43 shakes his head as he had not detected any trace of human activities. When talking about her child, the mechanoid's expression becomes loving, but sad.
I hid him away, but it's too cold out there, let alone the corrupted. I had to do it to protect him. Maria was supposed to go out and find food for him, but she never came back on that day. I couldn't just leave him alone. He kept telling me he was cold. I must stay with him. Is this yours?
Nanami takes out the backpack she found on the corrupted earlier and shows it to the mechanoid.
Right. This is it. Maria left with this bag. Where is she? Where is the food? Your friend Maria had left. But there is food inside this backpack. Maria worked very hard for it. You can have it back now.
The strange mechanoid knife drops to the ground. She takes the backpack with trembling hands and digs out the remaining food.
I accidentally took a bite of that, but it should be fine. Thank you.
The mechanoid gets back on her feet. She looks like she's going to cry, but mechanoids have no tears.
You're welcome. Can you take us to your child now? Sure. He's probably still napping, but we don't have much food left. If you hadn't come, I would have gone out to look for food myself.
The mechanoid wipes her hands on an apron like a real housewife before taking Nanami and PK-43 to the corner of the room, where she has built a small tent from fabrics and branches. She carefully lifts open the yellow fabric, revealing the interior. There is a cot for someone who seems significantly larger than the cot curled up inside, covered by a large, thick military green coat. Before Sniper PK-43 speaks, Nanami has gently lifted up the fabric on the face.
Oh boy, this guy is dead.
But what they are seeing has completely shocked them. Nanami's hand shakes after seeing the human corpse under. The scarf and coat both slid away, exposing a male body strangled, curled up inside the cot.
Oh my god.
What's this? Shh, he's sleeping. This is not a kid.
Nanami turns to the mechanoid in shock, but she has a loving look on her face. PK-43 immediately activates his attack mode, which has not used for a long time. He points his gun at the stranger mechanoid. Her face is no different from that of the female human, which makes it even more horrifying.
What have you done? Did you kill him?
What are you talking about? He's all good, isn't he? I can still detect his life signals.
A twisted confusion climbs up on the mechanoid's face. She removes the coat on the cot, revealing a few nestling lying quietly in the cold, dead body arm.
His heart is still beating. He told me that he felt very cold not long ago, so I found him lots of warm clothing.
How long is not long ago?
I don't know.
The woman looks lost, as if nobody has told her the truth before. She stares at the gut that she has put so much effort into protect, trying to figure out what has happened.
What did I do? He arrived on a very dark night. I heard him knocking on the door. I had not seen him for a human in a
Wow, I'm shooting the bed.
I had not seen a human for so long. He was badly injured, so Maria and I had been taking care of him. What happened after? I was able to take care of the kids. I could have not taken care of him, but the next evening he suddenly said he was cold, but his body temperature was very high. I could not find medicine anywhere. He said he was getting sleepy, so I hugged him for the night. But his heart stopped beating the next morning.
The mechanoid stares at her hands, completely lost.
What have I done? I want him to come back. Why couldn't I take care of him? I was supposed to help him. He was so young and fragile.
The mechanoid starts to make a twisted, painful crying sound. It could very well be her first time. Crying is not loaded in her program, so she can only imitate humans using her instinct, making a hoarse, obnoxious howl.
I didn't know what to do. I put him in my arms and waited for the window. I lost track of time. Without him, I lost my purpose. But I once again detected life signals in his body.
It could be a bird lost in the snowstorm. Exhausted, it accidentally broke into the nursery and landed on the warm fabrics covering the body. It made a nest.
I feel confused.
The woman helplessly grasps her chest. She keeps asking and pondering herself as if she wants to beat a soul out of her mechanoid body.
What have I done? What's this feeling?
So, this is what happened.
His maker did not die after falling from the building, but managed to get here. This dark, cramped nursery witnessed the human's final moment.
That is fucking tough.
Nanami wipes the tears away from her cheeks.
I see.
Nanami moves closer to the mechanoid on the ground. This time, she puts her hand on the mechanoid's shoulder, gently patting her. The silver-haired girl picks up the gravel from the ground and draws on the wall.
What are you doing?
Nanami does not answer but keeps drawing. Moments later, there is a pattern made up of incompatible symbols on the wall.
What is this?
The mechanoid also raises her head, looking at the drawing in confusion.
It shows how the human turns into a bird and flies away.
Nanami holds the mechanoid's hand, wiping away her invisible tears.
He was worried about you, so he turned into a bird and came back to check on you. That's why you should stop locking yourself up here. But what should I do? Do what you want to do. There's nothing that I want to do. My only duty is to take care of these children. No. Touch your heart.
Nanami grabs the mechanoid's hand and puts it on her chest.
I feel sorrow here, just like how you are feeling sad right now. You will be able to feel happiness, excitement, and affection. There must be something in this world that is worth seeking for you, just like how you cherish that human.
The mechanoid's eyes follow Nanami's hand. They seem to be getting watery, as if she has just received revelation.
Go look for it. Set yourself free.
Birds are chirping in the quiet basement. The female mechanoid begins to sing a song.
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess we're singing.
Hold up. Over the shifting desert plains, across mountains in all in flames, through howling winds, in driving rains, to be by your side.
The snow quietly gets heavy again. The pale sky shatters into pieces that fiercely fall into the ground, covering everything. Nanami stands in the snow. The mech's bulky body is right at her feet, but she still feels incredibly small in the vast, overwhelming environment. She listens again but cannot hear any more heartbeats. Only wind and the howling around them.
Nanami. We found him indeed, no matter what.
Nanami jumps off the mech and brings up a quarter. Before they left the nursery, the mechanoid gave it to her and told her that the human had been carrying it with him. She looks sniper PK-43 calmly in the eyes.
There should be some information stored inside. Do you want to hear it?
PK-43 does not object. Nanami presses the play button.
This is Ozakai speaking.
It's a young male voice.
It's been 21 days since squad arrived at site. I'm trying to keep some journals.
The message can only be heard intermittently as his voice is significantly distorted by the static noise.
The widespread of extreme cold weather has brought unpredicted winter all over the globe. Unfortunately, the adverse weather and environment also seem to cause a reduction in protege infection. Mankind is still looking for hope.
The first message has ended. The screen of the recorder shows there is still 12 hours, 37 minutes, and 21 seconds remaining. Nanami presses the button again.
Day 26, nothing happened. There was no trace of corrupted. I found at the end of the street. Not sure if I can fix it or not.
PK-43 realizes it hasn't been long before he appeared in the human's message. Out of nowhere, a wave of infinite McColony has taken him as he tries to match the exhausted voice in the recorder to the voice stored in the database.
Day 35. I saw a building collapse today. Perhaps the concrete underwent some chemical reaction due to the temperature change. I was patrolling aimlessly when I heard the noise of glass shattering. Not long after that, a window snapped and dropped vertically onto the pavement.
Oh, so this is the dude then, from what we've been seeing.
Afterward, there was like a gentle push from a pair of invisible hands, and the building fell like a domino. I was terrified, but it was so difficult to run wearing a protective suit. Shards splattered everywhere, carried the gust of a wind. Fortunately, I was safe. I suddenly wondered how long it took for the people who lived there to build this tower structure. Nature reclaimed it in but a second. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I found a nursery from the Golden Age today. You could tell that kids used to sleep and rest here. I tried to find some supplies for Hank, but had no luck. Still, I found something else. These windows were broken, but the room wasn't without its dwellers. I saw 2 nests on the windowsill. There seemed to be birds landing there. They brought food and fur, leaving behind bones and feathers. The room still felt slightly alive.
The birds are chirping loudly.
All right, good birdie. I will come back again. Maybe next time I'll bring some leftover soup from the chans. Thanks to Xavier, I managed to fix that broken machine. For some personal reasons, I asked Xavier to install a personality simulation program on it. The way it speaks from now kind of reminds me of how Nana. Not entirely, though. Well, I'll just pretend that Nana's with me. I plan to put it on the east side of our site, so we can watch out for the wandering corrupted for us. Hank's situation is getting worse day by day. Maybe he should return to Babylonia. At least Star of Life can take care of him up there. Hank didn't make it. I'm sad. Really sad. Xavier wants me to leave too, but what about the refugees here? What would they do? Rumor has it that the punishing creatures are already getting used to the climate. The war is getting more intense at the front line. Perhaps I should also apply to be relocated to the area most impacted by the extreme cold weather.
There was a lengthy gap filled with random intermediate static noises. Nanami fast forwards with the message, then pauses and rewinds it when she hears some almost incomprehensible hoarse sound. It's a few lines of lyrics.
No cross the ocean, no cross the seas, over forest of blackened trees, valley so still, we dare not breathe, to be by your side. Earlier on, I got a message from the front line. My senior died in battle, and the body was not taken back to Babylonia, but left on Earth forever. I have seen how civilization collapses over days on Earth. Birds are migrating. Wild animals start to appear in abandoned cities. They are slowly getting used to these environments despite the real culprit being us. The disaster left by the humankind has turned into a scab on Earth while nature is repairing everything. Humans once thought they had control over nature, but it was just a naive fantasy. A professor back in the FO West said scientists of the Golden Age predicted that our culture and history would live on and spread to the edge of the universe through radio waves and broadcasting. One day, talents of life on other planets will find our message. We're here. This is our civilization. But as the technology develops, scientists in the council have calculated that such radio waves will turn into but noises forever traveling 2 light years. If their calculation is correct, our message cannot even reach the nearest nova in the solar system. 10,000 years later, what can prove that we once lived on this planet created a great civilization? Steel will rust, concrete will shatter, and books will decay. Pop and P. Ooh, what are we doing on here? Papa P once told me that there are always 2 sides to every story. Life is more static than you think. One day, I may not be no longer able to fight, but hope still lives on. All things will rise and fall, including mankind. The path of life shall continue even when I'm gone. Babylonia has made some decisions to evacuate Earth, as long as it no longer fit for humans to live, but I decided to stay. I decided to expand the path of life on this planet. I leave no trace of wings in the air, but I'm glad to have my flight.
Time remaining 0. The record has ended, leaving only the static noises behind that silently marked the end of a fairy tale. The setting sun is reduced to a purple semicircle on the edge of the city, crawling on the frozen plain. The sky is getting dark. Something has pulled Nanami down with ease, shattering her fantasy with cold reality.
Poppin' P.
She mumbles the name that only appears once in the message. BK-43 cannot see her face and is unable to detect her mood.
I have gathered all the available information. Thank you, Nanami. We are already free. Without humans, we have no more purpose. She was right.
The machine who has been traveling with her now turns away.
Where are you going?
Nanami tries to grab him, 2 of them standing at the intersection face to face. The snowstorm howls between them like an icy gorge.
I have already found my ending of my maker. There is no other human related to me in this world. Our cooperation can terminate now.
Are you leaving me here?
I'm going back to my watch.
Why would you still do that?
We cannot change anything. Humans are gone. The only thing I can do now is to carry on the orders that the humans set for me. If there is something you still want to do, you will have to do it by yourself.
If that's true, even...
The girl wipes her eyes and raises her head. Looking in her eyes, BK-43 realizes that she knows his entire life story, but he has no idea about hers.
There's still something I can do.
I hope your story is a good one.
BK-43 no longer replies. He turns and walks away toward the distant horizon.
Damn. That's tough. Basically just told him, my person may be dead, but Don't lose yours. That's fucked. Here we go. Episode 4. Homeward. Chat, I hope you guys are having fun. Feels good going back into the stream and actually having a full time rather than fucking 30 minutes. It's good. Here we go.
Nothing can grow on land in the deadly winter. The chilling wind is howling in the sky. The entire earth is blanketed in snow. Nanami ventures forward in knee-deep snow. Every single step takes enormous effort. As she looks around, she can still barely recognize the shape of collapsed buildings covered by snow. They look like giant tombstones. The earth is now a frozen grave. Its epitome of the evidence of all creatures that once lived on it. Only traces of their life can be found under the snow.
Mecha Bubushaka. Mecha Bubushaka. Where are you?
Nobody is answering. She continues to cross the snowstorms and city ruins alone, worrying that she may miss any possible clue. Her feet are gradually getting numb from the cold, and can only rely on the obstacles covered in snow to identify the road. 1 day, 3 days, perhaps even a week has passed. She has wandered for too long and lost track of time. All she sees is cold snow. When she can no longer walk, she finally comes to a stop. The city in the distance has merged with the wilderness. Nature has gradually erased their once clear border between cities. Mountains have been brutally erected among skyscrapers. Nanami hears a low humming sound from the mountain peak at the city's edge. A wave of snow is coming from the distance. The sound is drawing near. Nanami isn't able to see anything in the beginning, but as she gazes into the distance, she soon finds a red-black line over the snowy ridge. The red line is moving down the mountain at an incredible speed. Nanami realizes it is not an avalanche. The rapid movement of the line splashes snow into air. She hears a howl like a death knell. On the snow of unidentified beasts charging forward with red eyes, drooling jaws, and razor-sharp teeth. They look just like wolves in the Golden Age films, but the crimson color suggests something special about them. Nanami has never seen such a view. Mutated red wolves rush out of the flying snow from a crack on the horizon. It almost feels like a calamity from another world. Like a vast, impetuous wall, the snowstorm presses Nanami to the ground, isolating her from all time and space. Still, the howling of wolves is coming from all distance. Nanami turns around, trying to find a place to sheer away from the migration, but she notices fast-moving silhouette on the other side of the snowy wasteland. Nanami feels a mixture of hope and anxiety. She slightly opens her arms and summons the giant mech, then climbs up and walks toward the silhouette like someone trapped in the center of a swamp. She follows the silhouette into the woods. The mech is unable to move fast among the trees, so she jumps off power and runs forward.
Hello? Hey.
Wind takes her voice away. The silhouette is not stopping. Dead bodies out of the crimson beasts are scattered on the path behind that person. The bodies definitely don't look normal. They have no hair. Bones are visible underneath their near transparent, though crimson skin. Dark blood like liquid is dripping on the ground. Nanami walks around through the strange creatures in snowy forest. When the silhouette is about to step on another frozen land, she finally catches up and grabs her arm.
Who is she talking to? Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Is that Hasemiya? That how you say your name? What the hell is she doing here? Also, this... Whoa, her fucking ponytail's back. Also, that is a crazy fucking scene. Crazy scene. Crazy fucking scene.
She turns around as she is pulled back.
Ah.
It's you.
It's me. Do you know me? Master Nanami.
She seems to be hesitating, finally speaking with the name with difficulty.
You know my name?
You have arrived.
Are you here for the answer?
Humans have gone extinct. The Trench of Machina has also collapsed over never-ending internal discord. The Earth has become a planet of permanent winter. The answer you are looking for isn't here.
What do you mean by that?
My name is Hasimiya. The female mechanoid named Hasimiya is neither human nor a construct.
What the fuck are you then?
When Nanami touches her, she realizes this mechanoid is exactly like herself. She takes Nanami through the valley, answering her questions.
What was that?
They are punishing creatures who have adapted to the environment and evolved.
Punishing has also evolved into creatures? Do you know me?
Hasimiya pauses for a moment and answers. This is the first time we meet, so we do not know each other, but Mother told me about you.
About me? Mother?
The sage will arrive unexpectedly at some time in the future.
So she's a sage.
That's what Mother said. I will therefore do my utmost to answer your questions and help you find a way back.
I have a lot of questions then. Are humans really extinct? How did the world turn into this? Why did the punishing evolve us into creatures? And what are Everwinter and Badlands?
Decades ago, the human government made a special frame that could absorb punishing. It was named Imperial.
Wait a minute, what? Decades ago? What fucking time skip are we on?
The experiment of that frame failed, but humans did not give up and launched a series of subconscious experiments, consuming an enormous amount of energy while causing irreversible impacts in the environment, turning the world into Badlands, which brought Everwinter.
Oh, so all this fucking winter is from fucking them experimenting with Imperia, which in turn got us to work because we got Liv to be compatible with it.
There was only one winter left on Earth ever since. Humans were no longer able to survive the extremely harsh environment, but the lack of energy also prevented them from leaving the planet. It was only a matter of time before humanity went extinct. As for you, in the prophecy of Mother, you are the sage that will guide the Church of Machina to find the answer.
I don't know what the Church of Machina is, nor do I want to become a sage Machina. You must have found the wrong person.
I wasn't able to find you, Sage Machina. I failed my duty.
Find me?
The female lowers her head, speaking to herself with a poisonous tone. I've been looking for you for nearly 200 years.
Oh, nearly 100 years. That is a fucking long time.
The Church of Machina no longer exists, but I will still do my best to assist you.
Hasimiya, I have a favor to ask. Do you know any facility with sufficient computing power? I have something very important to do.
Sufficient computing power. There is an aviation lab nearby left by humans. It may satisfy your needs.
So what are we in? Are we in like a future here or what? This shit got me fucked up. Oh, it's more of those. Let's do it. Jesus. Hey! Hiya! Holy shit, there's more of them. Come on. Let's work. Let's work. Damn, they can roll like that? Come on. Ugh. There we go. Hit it! Ugh. My hands are sore. Oh shit. Got another wave. Oh, I can't move. Fuck. Gotta meet these guys head on. Where the fuck are they coming from? There they are. Oh my, we're gonna die. Ah! There's so many of them. Jesus. Come on. God damn it, messed up. Holy shit, 27 in the dream. We got this, we got this, we got this. Ah! Come on, we gotta kill him. Oh! Dodge, dip, dodge, and weave! Holy shit! We're doing it! Come on. Come on. Rid of the dodge. Okay, we got this. Come on. Here's the last one. Come on. 27 in the dream! We did it.
Power and I are just super duper awesome. Don't you think?
Oh. So, what are you doing here? We are Robot of Aviation Center. We've been waiting for more friends, but nobody came. That's why we assembled. We will go to space to search. Are you waiting for humans to return from space?
Nanami takes a deep breath.
Don't be so down. None of that is real. I would never let that happen.
She grabs Hasamiya's hand.
Thank you, Hasimiya. I will go back and change everything. Wait a minute, this is the fucking future? Wait, okay, so this is the future.
Hasamiya awkwardly looks down at her hand. She seems hesitant about whether she should do the same in return.
I do not understand.
Are you able to travel back in time, Sage Machina?
When I first arrived, I didn't know exactly what happened. After witnessing so many sad stories, I came to realize that, just like the Mecha Babashuka told me when she sent me here, this is the future of Earth. This is the doomsday for humanity. Mecha Babashuka must be hoping that I can figure out what has happened, so I can avoid the catastrophic future. Are you suggesting that I am but a piece of data simulating in a program? That's not what I mean. There is no need to worry. I am not feeling the emotion of sadness. I was created from data that was entered into the program in the first place. There isn't much difference.
Hasamiya grabs Nanami's hands in return. She speaks in a serious tone.
This world has everything I have experienced. To me, this place is history are real. This is where I belong.
Hasamiya lowers her head. She seems to have a lot to say despite the 100-year gap between her and Nanami, but only she smiles in the end.
Then I wish you all the best in the world. What? Don't tell me this is all the screen time we get with Hasamiya, bro.
There is not much time for Nanami to bid farewell. Hasamiya watches her climb up to the mech, connecting to the point back of her neck.
Hasamiya, thank you. When I'm back in the real world, I will make sure to meet you sooner.
As Nanami gets connected, a light glow has circled her body, making her look like a goddess descending into the snowy plains. The wailing wind has removed all the colors in the world. There is no boundary between the land and the sky. Only the mountain continues to run on the very end of horizon.
Nanami?
Hasamiya's white hair flies into the snowy wind. There is a nostalgic look on her face. Her whips are moving as if she is saying something. But a light beam turns everything into data blocks. The cold winter dissipates as they flow.
So she can travel through time. What the fuck was she doing? Where the hell 100 years up into the future? All right, where we go. Episode 5, The Truth.
Nanami opens her eyes again and finds herself standing in the data space. She hears the emotionless female voice.
So that is a girl.
She takes a big step forward, calling the non-physical existence.
Oh, whoa, wait, what? She's back in this form? Okay. Did you do all this, Mecha Bubashaka?
Greetings, the one named Nanami.
You summoned me all the way here from the desert just to show me this?
I have been waiting for you for a long time. You are the first ever mechanoid on this planet to awaken your own free will. As a machine, you are an extremely special one. Not only that, I also observed that some of the patterns you drew during your wandering had caused other machines to awaken.
I was traveling, not wandering.
If you must correct me, you slowly revealed what's so special about you and your journey. Because you, of your influence, the machines awakening spreads of this planet like wildfire, showing me another possibility for Earth. After running calculations, I believe you should take up the responsibility to lead the awakened machines and become their leader, the Sage Machina. Humans only have a 0.31% chance to survive the punishing disaster. Awakened machines are the only answer to punishing. However, you are most likely to refuse if I abruptly ask you to take up this duty. This is why I just showed you the Earth's future if you choose not to.
Mechanical awakening? The Sage? Speaking of which, what are you doing here alone, Washachi?
I'm looking for treasure. The Merle. The Sage. Guidance.
You're looking for something? Let Nanami help you.
We used to take treasure here. Together.
Treasure? Do you mean that Merle that you're going to show me?
No. Merle is Sage Awakening. Treasure is gold. I don't know.
The familiar word brings back the conversation from not long ago.
So, the Sage you mentioned was me?
I have never intervened with your actions in the past, but my calculations show others awakened machines have started to gather. As a sage, you must take up your duty.
You suddenly showed me all of this and forced me to give up my interesting trip.
It's all but an empty snow everywhere.
I see. I will take a brief moment to listen to what you have to say.
Pleased to hear that.
But Nanami needs time. There's so much Nanami hasn't done. I will continue my journey and do it at the same time. And will everybody be able to survive if I do this?
I can only run simulations based on the available real-time data. The accurate answer cannot be reached.
Mecha Bubashaka, you liar!
Nanami ran away.
Oh, this is why we see her. So is this why we saw her at the very, very beginning? Now that makes sense.
But as a machine, Nanami knows what future is real. In the future, wherever winter takes place, she was walked and searched every corner of the earth, buried under the snow and the remains of countless humans and constructs. Humanity's history and civilization have long disappeared in the calamity. The machines are lost, without the
Machina? Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I think it's Machina.
They are trapped into the limbo of confusion where humans meet their doom. Those mechanoids wander aimlessly, waiting for someone who will never return. Nobody told them they could move on to look for something they want to do. Still unawakened, they could only follow the program logic to repeat the same configured command over and over. They were forever chained to that land. But you could be the one to hold on to their hands and tell them to leave.
I don't like this answer.
If everything she likes will disappear and nothing remains in this future, what should you do to keep it from here? Depressed, Nanami continues to walk and think.
So this was, what was this? For your final journey. So this is like aftermath. And I'm assuming this is like the future after she takes on it. Here we go. Episode 6, Reunion.
Arctic Route Union, after solving Emberia's berserk problem with Martin and the other bionic mechanoids, Nanami decides to lead the machines into a new journey.
Follow the sound of paper, Nanami-san. I'll take you to a new place to live.
After experiencing the Everwinter and Consult simulation, Nanami begins to consciously awaken some machines on her journey. This time, Nanami arrives at the ARU and discovers the seed of awakening there. Acting like a sort of sage machina, she guides her followers and experiences much with them.
But it's time for Nanami to move on.
Realizing something, Nanami waves at Martin.
Fleshy, Nanami's returning suddenly remembers where there's something she must do, so you'll be the one leading everyone forward. I'll look to see you guys soon.
You just said you lead us the way. Where are you going, or you're already going? Nanami scratches her head.
Hehe, but it's really important. Nanami isn't abandoning you.
Cheekily, she grins.
Isn't there a high power antenna here somewhere? Ah, that should work. Nanami is hoping to borrow that.
Oh, do you mean that rock? The bear points at a stone pillar erected in the distance that extends underground.
That's it.
What do you need that for?
Nanami needs to find a friend. There's something I need to ask her.
Then let us walk you there.
It's not a good idea to scare people there. This is Nanami's This is Nanami's secret soloing adventure.
Something so secretive. All right then. I just wish you well.
You too.
Longingly, Nanami waves goodbye at the machines before running the other way, vanishing into the snow.
Hiya! Okay, we're good.
Somehow, Nanami has broken into the secured base of AOU's experimental high-powered antenna. Thumping her chest, she walks alone inside the spacious bunker.
All right, that should be it.
Looking everywhere, Nanami finally finds a cable among the tangled wires of the control panel in the corner.
This is it.
After connecting to the thick cable at the back of her neck, Nanami soon enters sleep mode. You're here. She is back in the familiar virtual space. This is where she experienced the first ever winter simulation last time.
Mecha Booble Shaka.
Nanami cuts to the chase.
Nanami has guided and awakened others like you told me to. I want to run the future simulation again. You might want to stop me from all kinds of reasons, Mecha Booble Shaka, but Nanami is certain this time. I need to see the future with my own eyes and know my effort is worth it.
There's no use stopping you, is there? But the one called Nanami. I must reiterate once again that the future simulation might cause irreversible damage. Every future simulation requires deploying all data collected and gathered by the available machines from Gasol around the globe. Given the compilation strain, it can only be done in real time. The simulation is so immersed that I can't even stop it at my will. You must locate a device that can connect with me in the simulation's digital space. Any damage you receive in the future will also impact your program logic. As the simulation stretches on, redundant data will pile on with nowhere to go. Computer strain will also increase. In the same vein, if that future becomes more complicated.
All right, I get it. Nanami has done all the preparations. Just do it.
If you insist. The one called Nanami. You're about to enter your second simulation. Confirm.
Confirm.
Launching the second world reconstructing simulation program. 5, 18, 26. The surrounding begin to change alongside Guitar's voice after being fast forwarded. Program loaded. With that, Nanami finds herself in a new, strange world.
Oh, okay, so we are gonna see her again. Cool.
Nanami has never seen a battlefield like this. The ground is charred black under the moonlight. The smell of sulfur spreads in the air as fire slowly burns into the ruins. Dead bodies of humans, constructs, and mechanoids remain tangled in a fight. Broken mechanoids speak with their screaming voices, free will for machines. But no one here is alive. There is no sign of life.
Where is this?
This is obviously not one of the possible futures Nanami has imagined. She walks speedily among the ruins, scanning every possible use for data. Searching for a weak signal she begins to get lay of the land. All structures in the area look twisted. They are built with large, uniform pyramids, and they look all old and cold without a hint of humanity. As she analyzes, she finds the front line of the battlefield retreating. Scales of engagement also seems to be reducing.
Message separated. Fort Nofum.
Warning, unknown mechanoid attempted attack.
As Nanami finishes deciphering the message and discovers information on humans, bullet that come out of nowhere hit her in the chest. Nanami looks up to see fully armed constructs lying on a roof high above. Hearing their shouts, Nanami does not have time to rejoice before she is shot down from power.
Why?
Looking at the scratches on her chest, Nanami feels a twisted pain in her head. Human bullets have never caused her any real harm, but the realistic impacts in the descendant scene are giving her a headache. Any damage you receive in the future will also impact your program logic. More bullets shower down. Nanami has to retreat from the assault, blocking the shots with her arm.
Why are you doing this?
No one answers her. Her voice is drowned from the sound of gunfire.
Quickly, the hostile mechanoid has left the vehicle, showing no signs to attack. Concentrate fire and take her down.
Ooh, forgot about that.
Everyone is avoiding Nanami. Why? It hurts. My head hurts. Everyone is leaving me.
Memories and reality intertwine into her head, washing over her. The ground below her begins to shake and crumble, revealing a pit designed to trap large mechanoids. Power accidentally takes a wrong step and tips, now stuck.
No, this time, Nanami will be different.
Clenching her teeth, Nanami walks forward on the collapsed ground, struggling to inform the other party she is a friend.
Oh, well, that's a different look, Hasamiya. Watch out.
Unexpectedly, a hand drags her away. That person seems to have descended from heaven, breezing through difficult terrain and dodging the gunshots, bringing Nanami behind her stinted mech. A missile brushes past the mech's armor, exploding midair. Speaking with a calm voice, that person opens his or her cloak to block the blinding searchlight from the fort. That person's face hidden in the hood.
Who are you?
I'll explain everything later. In 10 seconds, the humans will empty their weapons and reload, which takes about 30 seconds. Please take this opportunity to escape. The mechanoid repeats her suggestion, carrying Nanami to Power's cockpit before jumping down the trap and lifting Power's leg, letting it regain balance. 8 seconds. The mech should be fast enough. Please make use of it.
Huh? Hold on. Nanami is not leaving. Nanami is asking him why they're hurting Nanami. I won't be shot for no reason. Maybe they thought Power was going to attack them.
5 seconds. They're not afraid because the weapon they're piloting. They're afraid because we are machines.
Oh, this is like if she I guess if she controls the power for bad. This is the future.
The suppressive fire starts to diminish as constructs in charge of close-range battles depart, the fort blades in hand. Facing an enemy unscathed by bullets, the soldiers abrupt to kill her in one last stand. If you don't leave now, you will only cause more death. 3, 2. Decisively, Nanami pilots Power and exits the pit.
Lead the way. Oh shit, we running. Here we go. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing this is like if the Mechadroids, I guess, took over. Cannot use dodge. Nice. Oh, I can't use dodge. Fuck!
The armor too
Ah, we're getting fucked.
firepower.
Ah, get the fuck off me, bro. Damn!
Always turns the tables. In the worst, Raven construct Nanamis.
Come on. Kill him! Bruh. There we go, I can dodge now.
Armor too thin. Hit you.
Oh, hell no. We ain't gonna fucking...
Raven construct
We're just gonna keep it as this for right now. I'm just gonna continue to fucking bombard him with this shit.
the hero. Always
Oh, I got him gripped up. Hold on.
Nanamis.
Yeah!
I can't.
Oh, okay, so if we do die, we get health back. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. Ah! 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 Yeah, hit him with this. Ah. Good night. Come on. Hit him. Fuck him up. Fuck him up, power. Oh, yeah, we got him in my corner. He ain't going nowhere.
Firepower.
I'm sorry, where am I going? Oh. The mysterious mechanoid is clearly familiar with this area. After evading the construct's pursuits, they stop in the rural area where countless discarded mechanoids pile up. The moon casts its light by Nanami's feet. She can still smell the dirt, oil, and blood in the wind. Master Nanami. Under the moonlight, the mechanoid takes off her hood and reveals her face. Nanami has seen it before in another future. Oh yeah, this is a tough scene, bro. I don't like her ponytail's on the side, but it's okay. It makes everything clean. Hasimiya. The mechanoid who helped Nanami return to her in time of the Everwinter. Now she seems to have lost the grace Nanami remembers. Her torn cloak flies in the freezing wind, and her body dotted with battle scars, with oil-stained bandages loosely wrapped around the exposed parts. She been through some shit. She sounds hesitant, as if asking something. What happened? Nanami doesn't know. Hatsumia, why is there a war? Why are there constructs attacking us? What happened here? Hearing that, Hasamiya's expression turned serious. She may be tired and injured, but the resolve in her eyes has never wavered. I don't know why you suddenly lost all your memories, but Mother asked me to guide you by your side if you are ever lost. I will try to give you a concise explanation. As the Sage Machina, you joined the Church of Machina. Church of Machina, which grew you under her teachings, but it eventually split into two factions. The other faction, led by Lover, pursued the meaning of war. Humanity dwindles, facing the threats in both punishing virus and the Church of Machina, and humans on the brink of extinction. Feeling dazed, Nanami looks around her. The metal from her broken machines clatters into the wind. This was part of the battlefield. She had seen it with her own eyes. Now she tried, and this is the future Griswold offers. Who is this mother? Her name is Alucard. Ooh, tough name. She has always been in the head of Church of Machina, running the church before you showed up. I see. Just this brief glimpse was enough to make Nanami reject this frightening future with all her heart. Still, just like last time, Nanami must understand every cause behind the scene to avoid this future. Nanami believes you, Hasima. I've always believed you as well, Sage. Based on what you said, Nanami would like to stop this war. This is not how the world would look like. You never agreed with the war. Whatever you decide to do, I will stand by your side and help you. Asamiya says the same words she said in the other future. I'm not your only friend here, but humanity's aggression is not the only thing you have to defeat. If you want to stop the war, we've got to get going. Asamiya extends her arm and points. Following that direction, an iron tower stands on the horizon. It appears to be the only monument that stands on the scarred earth, giving off threatening vileness. That's the headquarters of the Church of Machina, the Sanctuary. At the Sanctuary, you'll find more machines that are willing to pledge their loyalty to you. They're currently devising a final battle that will end the war between humankind and machines. Asamiya puts her hood back on, hiding her face in the shadow. She whispers in the dark. Sage, please tell me everything you know. To guide you to this world, I'll have to first know what you already know. Okay. I'd like to show you about one thing, though. The white-haired mechanoid reaches out to Nanami. I have always been and will always be your partner, your follower, and your comrade. Good to know that Hasumi is a real one. She stayed 10 toes down on that shit. Oof. Here we go. Episode 8. Church of Machina. On the plaza beyond the tower, countless mechanoids can be seen working on removing snow and strengthening the ground. They are fast and orderly, barely communicating with one another. They still function perfectly fine as a team. From underground, the main building stems all the way up to the surface. Vaguely, one can still tell what is used to be a starship, now buried. Goddamn. The starship is remnant of the root of a tree, upon which the steel tower grows skyward to the ground. As spectacular as it is, the structure stands awkwardly in the middle of nowhere, a sight made possible by the machines that have planted and worked on it. There is no window because machines need no sunlight. The orderly electrical wiring and space assignment inside the building bring about still colder vibes. The hall in the center of the structure is the only place in it that shines brightly. Above the center of the courtyard is an unfinished gear-shaped chandelier. Flickering the fluorescent green light of the chandelier is remnant of the sunlight filtering through trees. Nanami stops on her tracks to look at the chandelier. You're back, Sage. A strange male voice has caught Nanami's attention. Nanami has never seen the beast mechanoid behind her, minimally coated and carrying black burn marks on his arms. The machine has a head on its has the head of a jackal. Spooner, please don't leave your post unattended. This will only create unnecessary conflicts if Gear finds you negligent. What's Gear? On their way here, Hasamiya and Nanami already brought each other up to speed on what each of them knows, yet Hasamiya has yet to go into details about the Church of Machina. What's wrong with Sage? Did that just happen? Hasamiya nods. Sage, confusion. Spooner is someone you can trust, Nanami. You spoke of my rival, and now I'm confused.
The best mechanoid does not hear Nanami's mumbling. Nodding his head, Spooner goes ahead and tells Nanami about gear.
Gear is in the church army. As you might have already guessed, they control everything from war to this thing.
The beast mechanoid points at the glamorous chandelier.
The symbols, the tower, the army maintaining order. They're all but subpar imitations. This was supposed to be a utopia.
Mumbling as he shakes his head, Spooner turns around his head for the chandelier's worksite.
Spooner, it's here. Are you going to have a look at it before you head back?
A team of machine soldiers show up at the entrance, escorting a few supply wagons. The leader has a bright-colored coating with a brilliant red heart shape on her chest.
Hey, yo, who the fuck is that? Oh, wait, is this Alucard? My, is that a sage?
The red mechanoid runs over, trying to hug Nanami.
Are you Nanami's friend too? Friend? That's a word Sage uses a lot. Guess I should try to remember that too. But what better way is there to show love than hug, right? On behalf of Gear, let me show you.
Embraced by the overly excited mechanoid, Nanami struggles to keep her head up. But Hasamiya just stands behind and reaches out her hand. Quietly laying over Nanami, she does not need any words. Zero, have you finished your work?
Oh, Sage, you are so soft. Hey, stop it.
Unable to stand Zero's hug anymore, Nanami slaps Zero's hands away.
I see you're doing very well, Sage. I can tell how you're worried if I was seeing you all the down and sad before.
Asamiya mentioned that the mechanoid before her name is Zero, and she is the very person behind the church split up. Displaying her hands that have just been slapped away by Nanami, Zero speaks in an exaggerated yet serene tone.
Speaking of friend, allow me to show you one, Sage.
Zero puts her arm around another machine in the team, demonstrating her understanding of friend.
Squeak, friend.
How do you know that chandelier in the hall? They're all gifts from you, Gear. With lots of love, of course. It's a real shame, though. We aren't able to show you all these after you've finished your finish. Wow, I fucked up on that. It's a real shame, though, that we weren't able to show you these after they are finished. Who would say it's responsible for this mishap, Spooner?
Ugh.
We've cleaned up the Fort John Holland up north and where the humans are. So go ahead and use these. Based on our projection, we have more than enough if we add Developmemt to the list.
Lover opens a crate near the entrance.
What's that?
Organic bones. We made the green light in the chandelier with these.
Exactly. It's like how people usually put the remains on the game up on the wall for decoration after going hunting. Gotta make full use of these inferior beings somehow. And you polish them by giving away the gifts. And that's how you show your love, right?
At this moment, it dawned on Nanami that Spooner was referring to when he said subpar intimidations. These gifts that Garrett acquiring with brute force is giving out to Sage out of reverence and love disgust Nanami to no end.
My, you saw right through us, Sage. Seems like we have to be more careful planning on surprises for you down the road. Well then, I'll be off getting ready for Developmemt then. We don't want to leave Gear idle for way too long. Let's hope the last handful of humankind will suit your taste as a surprise, Sage.
Zero obsessively caresses her breast where Nanami touched.
It's the only way you'll feel my love, Sage.
Damn, she look crazy like that.
Seeing Zero off with her troop, Hasamiya turns to Nanami. Nanami?
Oh, I'm fucking pooped right now. Fuck. I don't like them acting this way. They know nothing about love, even when they were born from human creations. They are nothing but copycats, and now they're forcing me to accept their love. No, not me. The Sage Machia, the version they created in their heads. Nanami is no god. From the very get-go, all I wanted was for everyone to live happily ever after. But the machines, or humans.
Her face showered in the light from the chandelier, Nanami is reminiscing on the godsend child.
Is there any way to make them stop fighting? We may mess up on some of the mechanoid's machine logic if we force gear to stop the military operations, which might in turn result in unnecessary sacrifices. It's only a matter of time before humankind comes to an end. I came here to do one thing, that is, to stop the machines from falling apart as a group, so they won't fight humankind. Nanami can tell that this is not the path we should be on.
But the situation right now is...
Nanami knows what you're all worried about. It's a difficult problem to solve, which is why I need your help, Hasemiya. And you too, Doggo.
Doggo?
Having been conducting himself with composure, the beast mechanoid shakes his tail.
I'm glad that you finally called me that, Sage. I wasn't so sure how to act around when you were so distant.
When Nanami holds out her hand, the beast mechanoid lowers himself to let Nanami pat him on the head. It all just seems so natural. She smiles.
This is the first time I see you all here, but I do feel a sense of familiarity. I feel like it's my destiny to fight along your side. All right, bring it on. But there are still a few more things I need to figure out. How did this war start in the first place? Humankind and machines are not destined to coexist once machines evolve beyond human understanding, which is something human scientists put forth and gained recognition for all the way back in the Golden Age. In human civilization and history, human beings, armed with their moral standards, have excelled at seeking change by betraying outdated stances and beliefs, which is why it took humankind such a tremendous amount of time and resources to go from Dark Ages to the Golden Age. But in the world of machines, there are only 0 and 1. The answer is everything is either yes or no. 0 marks the beginning, and 1 marks the end. Humankind makes all sorts of mistakes down the path of history. When mistakes are made, reforms are brought about to correct those mistakes. But machines cannot correct their mistakes. They have no heart. Humankind isn't entirely bad nor good, which is something the machines fail to understand, which causes them to either correct or continue human mistakes.
Right, this war is not about who did something wrong.
If everyone can be like Hasemiya or Spooner, perhaps there won't be a war.
Mother said that you are the most awoken machine there is in the Sage Machina.
This mother is the leader of the Church of Machina, right? Why don't we just ask her to put an end to it all then?
It won't work. Mother treats us like a mother. She takes in every machine in the church with gentle care, listening to their prayers and wishes while providing shelter. We are like your children. But Mother has never been biased on any side, nor has she tried to stop the machines from slitting.
Precisely speaking, Madame Arcania has absolute faith in Gasort's calculations. So as long as the split up doesn't threaten the future of the church, your best you'll get from her is comfort.
But all these tragedies.
The incompleteness of the awakened machines is to blame for the tragedy we are seeing. There has been simulation where you get a paper marking robot. After programming a machine to make paper, if the robot just goes to make papers until the time of end, what eventually happens is that the robot will kill the humans that created it in the first place and turns humankind into paper. It then goes back on to cut down all the trees and kills all the animals before turning them into paper too. At the very end, it has created paper land, paper planets, and even a paper universe. A machine only knows that it's been told to do, but it never understands why it has been told to do its task. It doesn't reflect upon its behavior, all it does is repeat what has been told. And this inspiration that you brought about, Sage, that is, the feelings, desires, the love, and the hate born out of human nature. They were indefinitely amplified by the machines through their absolute rationality and order. Humankind is adept at thinking outside the box as they are, is therefore seen as a group of heterics for lacking the ability to advance and generate maximum values. To the machines, humankind is now nothing but a hindrance. Machines overpower humankind to such an unfathomable extent that gear can literally crush humankind whenever they want. To humankind, the machines no doubt seem violent and irrational. Ever since the machines began awakening, 2 civilizations went down a different path that seemed similar as they are different.
I couldn't teach him what freedom was.
There is no need to blame yourself. The machines needed patient guidance, but with the virus wreaking havoc on Earth, there were too many uncertainties. Besides, The virus humankind is also under threat from the machines, which they know close to nothing about. Human society has still quite a way to go before it's capable of controlling the current situation. Humankind is hopeless against the virus and awakening the machines. The furnace is still burning red hot. All the combustibles have been thrown into the fire to keep the fire burning. After that, they throw into all sorts of metals, armor pieces, carriages, and soldier tanks. Everything of humanity is slowly being wiped away by machines and gets turned into materials to build a new world. I understand now, but I wouldn't have been here without the humankind, and neither would have they been there for an inspiration. If everybody merely intimidates the behavior of humans, they won't be able to find their own purpose. I came here to witness the answer. Now that I have seen it, I want to correct it. I have prepared myself. A top priority right now is to stop Zero's final battle. You know where I stand.
Why are you looking at me? I'm in, of course.
Thank you, but I think I'll do it alone because things will only get complicated down the line, and I don't want to involve anyone else in it. Okay, as much as I would like to keep going, chat, I'm not gonna lie. I'm running on like maybe 30 minutes of sleep, and this shit is beating the fuck out of me. I tried, like I'm pushing through it, but holy fuck, I bet you can tell I'm really muddling my words, and I'm sure you can probably tell by my face that I'm fucking pooped. I think I'm gonna end it here. You know, give me at least maybe an hour and a half of sleep before I go to work. This is the editing is gonna take some time to get used to. I also had a lot of stuff to do last night too. Like I had to edit it. I had to do laundry. I had to do a couple of other things. I'm just rambling excuses, but like, gosh, gotta take care of them. And I'm paying the price for it. So I'm gonna take a little nap before I get ready for work, and then I'm going straight to bed when I get home. Not gonna lie. We're making good progress though. What are we on? How far? 36%. That's not bad. Saturday, if there's nothing going on, here's my take. If there's nothing going on for me Saturday, I will damn near be streaming all day just to catch up just so we can get caught up on where we're at now, and I make up time for everything that I'm losing here. So I think we're already at like 3 hours, so it's maybe like a 6-hour stream at that point. But that's gonna be a while. But I don't want to give you guys a shit performance when I'm not feeling up to 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still giving it my all, but I also know like I'm pooped. So we're gonna end it here. Saturday we're gonna continue on with chapter 18. You know what I'm saying? I should be in a better space at that point. I don't think I should have any fucking sleep deprived, any of that bullshit. I should be good to go. All right. Like I said, this week has been crazy because of the editing and trying to get that balanced out at the moment. So, like I said, it's a new chapter. It's new learning curves. It's gonna take some time for me to try to figure out an actual balance for it. But once I do, hey, we'll be good. We'll be good to go. But yeah. I'm gonna get on out of here. Like I said, I don't want to give you guys a shit performance. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you guys an actual 100% real performance where I'm up to speed. I am good to roll. It doesn't look like I'm gonna pass out like every 5 fucking minutes and I'm yawning. All right, know what I'm saying? All right. Last time we seen was Nanami getting on the future, so I'm guessing this is where the robots take over, and this is not the future that she wants. She's also the Sage Machina. No idea what the fuck that is, but hey, we gonna find out. So, anywho, that being said, let us get into this. I'm gonna mute this real quick. There we go. Okay, let's do it. Episode 9, Last Hope.
One of the input ports from the furnace is located behind the Church of Machina. Most of the recycled metals are compiled here, carried onto the furnace by a conveyor belt where they are melted, then used to build the outer walls of the church. After deliberating with Hasima and Spooner, Nanami came to this place alone, paying attention to her surroundings all the way.
Just come out, will you? I don't have much time. I know what you've been doing and what you've done to power. I picked up all the signals. Good job fooling the heat sensors by staying around the furnace. But none of your little tricks will ever work on me. Who the hell is that?
You knew us from the beginning. A man rises from the pillar and from the pile of metallic rubbish beside the furnace. Clad in black, the man is covered in a worn-down military exoskeleton and a thick cloak. Half his face is covered by a mask. He remains very calm, just putting his hand up high to show he has no hostile intentions. Nanami feels more confused when he actually stands in front of her.
Are you a human?
The man probably escaped the sensors because he has no pulse, and his body temperature is quite low. Still, Nanami can detect breathing and life signals in him.
You could say that.
The man puts down his arms. His cloak moves slightly with his action, showing the battery of the vital circulatory device on his waist. He seems to have a bad wound. Now he is a half mechanoid.
I saw you in the fortress, taking so much attack without a scratch. Nanami, the powerful leader of the machines. Is that right? I wasn't aware of what happened back then, so... I understand that you were scared, and I don't blame you for that. After all, as a leader of the machines, you know better than anyone else what those machines have done to humankind. Believe it or not, this isn't what I hoped to see. Since you're from the human side, could you tell me to help spread the message?
Nanami stops cold. She knows that a mere message will achieve nothing if they have nothing to change the situation. The machines will keep fighting and humans will just fight back.
It was me. I failed.
Great minds think alike.
The other humans might be scared of you, but I'm not. My brother told me that you were once friends with the Grey Raven. Oh, shit, that's Lee's brother. What the fuck? Grey Raven, do you know Commandant? And Lucia, Liv, and Lee? Are they still alive?
The man falls silent, keeping his gaze on the girl as if contemplating how best to answer her questions.
Well, I suppose I can say I know them. There's no point in hiding who I am now.
He reaches out a hand and tells her his name.
My name is Murray, Lee's brother. I have seen Pop and P a few times.
Nanami grabs his hand.
Can you tell me how they're doing? We're all doing pretty well, actually. Pop and B has been promoted, and I am the Grey Raven Commandant now. So I do end up fighting alongside Lee. Is everyone still around? You really didn't know. This happened quite a while ago, but the experiment with the new specialized frame failed. Being the first specialized frame, Liv died fighting the twins. Pain, bro. Liv? Imperia?
Nanami tries to remember the key terms Murray mentioned.
The war intensified quickly after that. The Church of Machina showed up and hit the humankind harder than the punishing virus, and our resources either decayed or stolen by the machines. We can't even leave Earth. The Church of Machina is trying to wipe out humankind. When a captain dies on our side, one of the opponents takes their place, and when a general dies, one of their soldiers takes its place. So, and so on, until there is no one left. Pop and B isn't a commandant anymore because both Hazen and Nikolai have passed. Hazen? This happened a month ago when humans lost the biggest underwater fort we had along with our leaders. Oh, Atlantis. Fuck. Strikehawk went down in the fort to save the soldiers who stayed behind to protect the children there. Wan Shi was the only one who made it back with a dead infant in his arms. That's fucking wild, dude. Holy shit. Captain Bianca, the purifying force, became a witch after picking up a weapon that made with the punishing virus. She eventually sank into the forge into the depths of the contaminated ocean. Pop and P and I are the only survivors of that battle. Pop and P lost both of his hands from an infection, but a lack of resource meant we couldn't replace them with advanced prosthetics. Papa B had no choice but to leave the front line and take over as humanity's leader. I mean, hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. We may lose arms, we may lose shit, but I am still humanity's leader and protector. The remaining Grey Ravens kept their names as a symbol of resistance for humankind, with Wan Shi taking over as lived place most of the time. Grey Raven fights without a commandant, and I try to help where I can and where I can. Lucia and Lee take turns fighting now because they're short on maintenance parts, but Grey Raven is still fighting, and they're still humanity's best champions. I must be quite a failure as a commandant. I've lost everything except for my life and Lee's. That's tough, bro. I still remember when Vera stood on the shore with her spear in hand, trying to stop the machines by herself. She turned around, looked at me, and said, "Live." Cerebus was cornered to a dead end, but Vera traded her life with mine.
Lowering his head, Murray looks at his fingers, half of which are now robotic. He laughs, apparently at himself.
But was it worth it? I may have survived, but I couldn't even keep the heart Lee gave me.
The beating heart in Murray's chest is now but a fine metallic substitute.
How could it be?
Feeling defeated from learning about the future, Nanami crouches down and buries her face into the lap.
You asked about everyone, right? Let's see. WGAA wasn't able to evacuate in time, trying to rescue all the Golden Age relics when the machines invaded Babylonia. Their landing went wrong, and they all burned to death with every relic they were trying to save.
Murray speaks in a flat tone.
We lost contact with ARU, Akadelic, and Kalong as soon as the war began. While we did manage to join in with some of their lost soldiers later, they had nothing but bad news to share. Forsaken became nothing more than a bunch of severely infected souls. Rumor was Watanabe had put an end to their suffering by...
Enough.
But you were the one who asked, no? What are you feeling now? Disdain? Guilt? This is the world we live in, and I can go on and telling you about all of our sufferings if you want.
Murray's tone reveals no emotion, as though everything he just talked about was something that happened in another world.
That's enough.
Raising her head, Nanami is on the verge of tears, yet her tone is not relenting.
You told me that because you were afraid of Nanami when it betrayed the Church of Machina, taking away humanity's chance to survive, right? You came to me because you wanted to save someone. Am I right? You've mentioned Lee a few times, and that's how Nanami got the feeling that you're trying to save your family. Am I right?
With Nanami, founder of the Church of the Machina, standing right before him, Murray cannot keep his cool completely. What he has said, however, has gotten into Nanami. Murray contemplates his next move. Nanami pauses for a moment, then speaks again.
Nanami hasn't exactly figured out what Gear is planning, but if Nihilfum is humanity's last base, then you all better run now. Zero plans on dealing humankind one last blow tomorrow, but I'll do my best to stall Gear and buy you time.
Nanami gives Murray the transmitter that belongs to the Church of Machina she got from Hatsuma.
I'll keep you updated on Gear with this transmitter. Don't bring it back to your base though, because the Church of Machina can trace you through it. I hope it can help.
To her surprise, Murray takes it without a word. His metal fingers feel cold when they touch her palm. He puts it in his pocket. The light from the furnace shines upon his face.
I need to go.
If I fail, Nanami can still do it again.
Do it again.
Murray chuckles and narrows his eyes seemingly flicker under the hood with the furnace fire as he casts a doubtful look at Nanami.
Trust me, I'll find a future without war for humanity.
The girl wipes her tears away. She sounds firm once again.
Nanami won't let her friends suffer the kind of fate you just spoke of.
If you say so. If there's another world, please keep these safe for me. As for this world, guess I have to do it for myself.
Before Nanami can say anything else, Mirai treads off into the night. Sage Machina has everyone from gear to join the military parade as a welcoming ceremony for herself. Be it at a palace or its beautiful decorations, Sage does not think they showed her enough love. She hopes to save the leaders from gear by her side at all times for her personal witness to their loyalty and love. These orders circulate among the machines as sudden of the orders are. They are chalked up as Sage insectrity. I think that's how you say it. Unable to think of an effective plan, Nanami resorts to organizing and gathering. Oh, yo! Yo! Opera? Wow! Oh god, yo, that's going crazy, bro. Oh man, that's going crazy. That's so, oh yo. Hold on, let me lock in. Unable to think of an effective plan, Nanami resorts to organizing a gathering as a way to minimize the number of machines heading into the battlefield. There is, however, no telling if this is going to hold the army back for real. But that is something she can figure out on a different day, as long as this plan buys the remaining humans enough time to evacuate. On the other hand, Hasuma and Spooner are doing what Nanami has told them to. Carrying the crowned sage, a giant robot slowly makes its way down the central aisle of the plaza, flanked by an ordinary line of loyal gear soldiers on both sides. The machines kneel to the ground and press their chests against the cold snow, extending their arms toward Nanami. The sun is descending into the horizon behind her. Whoa! Yo! Woohoo! This is not unlike a human pilgrimage. Nanami notices that she is the only one still standing in the enormous plaza. Trembling, the sun over the horizon descends no more. The sky grows darker still, eventually erasing the trace of light from sight with what seems to be all of the world's clouds. With the pitch-black sky hanging over them and maintaining their protesting posture, the mechanoids begin chanting away in a low hum, saturating the air. The rhythmic chants repeat once in phrase, over and over. Sage Machina. Nanami is engrossed by the solemn yet odd scene. Staring at her surroundings, she hears her own voice speaking.
Is this all? It is, but if you find it lacking, we shall double the number in one night. That is very impressive. So long as you're pleased, Sage.
The red mechanoid girl's eyes are glowing with excitement.
I didn't have much time to prepare for the ceremony you asked, but I got a surprise gift.
With a snap of Zero's fingers, a gigantic projection screen materializes in the air, showing a live stream from the ruins of Novum.
Dude, this scene is setting the tone. This song is setting the tone so fucking good.
The screen shows a few attacker mechanoids bombing their way into the fort through an underground tunnel and crashing kamikaze style into the defensive walls and weapons. Moments later, the mechanoids are all infected. When the corrupted lure into the fort bosom storm in, crushing humanity's line of defense. Following bursts of fireworks, the plaza is drowned in exhilarating cheers.
Yo! Dude!
A flying mechanoid hands lucid red diamonds over to Zero. Accepting the diamond, Zero observes it with an intense gaze.
I don't remember who said this, but apparently this is a romantic way to show one's love. A day as memorable as it calls for nothing short of a ceremony like this, wouldn't you say? And I just want to say a few things about this red diamond. You brought it up some names when you spoke of that human last night, and they seem quite meaningful to you.
Zero sounds almost as if she is reciting a poem and offers the diamond to Nanami.
Well, I should let them stay with you forever, Sage.
Nanami suddenly sobs a little when her hand touches the still warm gem. She raises her wedding chainsaw over the executioner's head, feeling defeated. However, she eventually stops the blade.
I'm sorry. Are you okay with this? Is this what they call happiness? No, or is it sadness? How did you like the gifts, or did I do something wrong? I only wanted to do more for you. The more the better. This isn't love?
Having been captivated by love and other feelings, Zero is confounded seeing Nanami's tears, which throws her programming logic into disarray for a second. I only wanted to do more for you. This carries the distinct ring of, I only wanted to make more paper. Nanami is no longer furious, she only gently touches Zero's cheeks with her fingers.
Sorry. I am late. Humans. Machines. There is no way for me to save either of you anymore.
Damn! That episode, woo! Here we go, episode 10, Cage.
Nanami, as per your request, we've located a facility with a high level of calculating capacity around here.
Hasima and Spooner learned about Zero's atrocity against humankind. When they join Nanami again, Hasima casts Nanami a worried glance.
Okay, thanks. My plan is to stop Zero failed. Nanami is going to have to try even harder for what's coming next. I need to catch up on what's going on and find a terminal.
Seeing Nanami has put herself together, Hasimi lets out a relieved sigh. Here it is. A compilation of profiles of the church core member and files of the major events. Do have to warm up war now. What do you need this for though, Sage? I didn't know that our first conflict with humankind went up, but until I began sorting through these files. Quietly, Spooner glances at Hasima, who looks away just as quietly.
Did it have anything to do with Hasima? Yes, I was. Sorry, Sage. I joined Project Ark many years ago as a core member of the church and launched its first attack against humankind on Eden with Trailblazer. The reason was, if you would like to know.
It's all history now. The machines didn't start fighting with humans because of you. Things might have been very different now, and you've already been part of the church of then, Sage.
Was I not around? That would be correct, because I still hadn't found you then, Sage.
Hasimiya looks away, seeming to be blaming herself.
Don't worry, this time I will make sure to witness you.
The girl winks and makes a grin.
Show us the way, Hasima.
Sitting on power in the sun, Nanami looks like a general ready to head down into the battlefield.
Yes.
Hasimiya is not entirely sure what Nanami is thinking, but seeing her smile, Hasimiya smiles back all the same. Of course, Sage.
Fortunately, the closest stable equipment is only 1.284 kilometers away from the straight line. That's just the headquarters of Church of Machina.
They are standing in front of a gigantic valve in a corner of the square.
That would be correct, and unfortunately, the equipment is at the core of the Great Tower. Is the core of a tower just underneath it? Given the core is responsible for all the church computing demands and the fact that the gear led to the construction of the Great Tower, we'll most likely have to deal with heavy security here.
You won't be able to hide from them. There is no secret in the Church of Machina. Spooner points out in its head. Communications among the worshippers in the sanctuary is transparent.
Typical of a mechanoid organization that's this big, I suppose. But this is a little too... No wonder, Murray. What's that? Oh, nothing. Let's go.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, wow. I figured we could just fly. Okay. Take a left or take a right. Take it straight now. Take it back now, y'all. One up, just yeah.
Is the left side
What
of
the hell?
armor too thin?
Damn. Okay, so let's see here. Oh!
Is the left side of the armor too thin?
Oh, dodge, weave, dodge. Brother, what the fuck? Alright, we're back. Let's do it again. It's interesting to know that she's the Sage Machina, even though I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay, what? We stuck? I go the wrong way. I'll be pissed if I went the wrong way. I did go the wrong way. That's tough. Annoying. Go, go. Oh!
Is the left side of the armor too
Brother.
thin?
Ow. Okay, we did it. Who? Oh. Wind power down. Holy shit, we are. Now hold on, I want to make sure we fucking went the right way. What? 3-1, okay. We're going this way. Okay, there's a huge winch, guys. We don't need to go there. We got to go the other way. I'm gonna be pissed if we have to go fucking all the way back. Okay, cool. Okay. What the fuck is this? Can I just fly over it?
Is the left side of the armor
What the
too
fuck?
thin?
Can I fly over it? That's not right. Nope, cannot fly over it. What to do, what to do, what to do. We gotta go back? Ah! The exit is at Area 5. What are you talking about? Yes. Okay. Let's go this way. Ooh, that's new. Pass signal orbs. Ping the orbs to a 3 left. Match the order color to display the orbs. So red, yellow. Red, yellow. Okay, so 2 and 4. Oh, and 5.
Like to feel my firepower?
What? Hold on. Okay. Red, yellow. So we're gonna need 2,
Nami has no armor that she cannot cut.
4. Display that follow. That's what I'm doing. Okay, let's try this then. So 5,
Do you like to feel my firepower?
4, 2. There we go. Nice. Moving on. Cool. That was kind of annoying, and I don't know why we did that, but oh well. There we go. Episode 11, Freedom.
With the medic's guidance, the group navigates their way through the labyrinth of pipes and arrives at the open, bigger underground space. Right beside them, separated by a glass wall, is a room with humans in it.
Wait, Hasemiya, there are humans inside.
I'm picking up vital signs too.
They're still alive, Nanami.
What if we stay here? Nanami slowly walks close to the glass wall.
Damn, that boy got the bug eyes. He got that poor kid, bug eyes and everything.
There are 7 to 8 humans in there, looking sick and bedridden, each attended by a few medic bots.
What are these?
Straitjackets. The humans in front of them are all constrained in the bed, some of them no longer conscious. Only the heart rate line on the screen wall with the vital signs monitor next to the bed, slowly moving up and down.
Sage, don't be sad, humans survive.
The medic bot next to Nanami keeps waving its arm as if it's hoping to praise from her. Having sensed something, the humans closest to Nanami struggles to turn around to face Nanami with a despaired look.
They have been imprisoned. Hasima, break the glass. Please stay away.
Hasuma's attack attempt has been detected and alarm immediately goes off, red lights flashing in the room and corridor.
Save humans from death. Illegal entry, protect humans. Ah, cut that out already. This is driving the Nanami crazy. How in the world is this protection?
There is no use trying to talk sense into them. These medic bots are programmed to help and look after humans. The condition these humans are in is proof enough that the bots are logically correct. The girl rides on her giant mech. Fury has driven her to move out like an unleashed snow leopard.
If I'm the only one responsible for all of this,
Before she knows it, a bunch of medic bots appear out of nowhere and stand in the way to keep her from tearing the door down.
then let me put an end to it all. I mean, fair enough.
Music.
Let's do it.
Hiya!
Feel my firepower?
Come on.
You ain't gonna be doing that. No sirski. Yeah!
Come on.
There's one. I can do the other one now.
Firepower?
Nice. Okay. There's more of them. Oh. You know, I need to get a controller. I'm actually gonna do that today. I'm actually gonna go get one today. I'm gonna go get a controller today. I've seen so many things about people playing controllers on here, and it makes me very curious. Get the fuck out of here. Ah! Come on. Boom. We're gonna wait for the hit. Oh, fuck, what am I doing now? Three. Yep. 685. Ooh, that's 77. Ooh, making a good combo run. Come on. Just keep smacking him. Damn, how the fuck are you still alive? I'm not gonna waste my whole life. I'm gonna keep it. Come on, you're so fucking close, you little fucking turd. There we go. Keep on moving. It's okay now. I will set you free. Nanami runs to her bed and unties the humans from it. She wants to disconnect them from the entangled tubes, but there is no place to start with. I'm feeling that if you undo it, you're gonna kill him. No. God only knows when he last spoke. Squeezing voices out of his mouth, he manages to grab Nanami by the wrist like a twig-like fingers. Nanami moves and he moves her ear closer, trying to figure out what he is saying. Let me go. Nanami, look at him. Atsumiya pulls up the man's blanket, revealing its legs. They can hardly be called legs. More like a pair of dead wood branches wrapped in a wrinkly paper. That's fucking disgusting. Everyone here probably has met the same fate. They are drained of every last bit of desire for life, even if they are broken free from their straitjackets. Please, let me die. The human's eager eyes almost burn out of me. She steps back and shakes in her hesitation. No, I came to save you. Please. His hollowed eyes flooded with despair. The man is now awake with numbness and pain. These people want to be set free from their suffering. Clinging to the last hope the man employs with what little energy he has left. The silent beast mechanoid takes a sigh behind her. He's asking to be put out of his misery on his own violation. Nanami lowers her head. She grabs a cold hand on her arm. Please, let me do it. The beast walks forward, leaving a large, dark shadow on the bed, resembling the beast of death and barrow of ancient myth. Oh, wait! Nanami grabs Spooner by the arm as she asks the human one last question. What is your name? Max. Okay, Max. I won't forget you. Rubbing her face, Nanami nods at her new friend. The jet black beast mechanoid holds up its hand, its claws flashing in the cold light. A cheerful melody comes from his fingertips, not played for ages. The audio is a little distorted in the beginning, but gets clearer over time. Following the melody, a small projector on Spooner's chest shows blurry pictures of people laughing and fireworks going off. A scene from a distant dream. The final color in the human's eyes can be described as warm, if he has seen a
kylodadic scope, voyage taking him into the future. Spooner rubs its hands gently against the man's cold cheek as it rasps. Then the man's body slowly twitches as it stops. Spooner knows that a man's soul has been set free from his filthy bed in endless suffering. He slowly raises his arm and shuts down the flickering switches on the human's life support system. Bon voyage.
Oh, yo. Wow. Damn, this future's fucked.
With the melody still playing, Nanami lowers the Nanami moves down to the next bed behind Spooner.
What's your name? Okay. Nanami will remember.
Then on she goes, bearing witness to these humans' last moment as a friend who knows their names while Spooner stops their suffering. Some of the humans never regain their consciousness. Placing his hand over their chest and giving them the best wishes, Spooner sees them off in their dream. The journey quickly comes to an end. In the end, Nanami just stands in the corner as she hears the last heartbeat disappear, leaving behind a deadly silence.
And you?
Nanami crouches down with her eyes closed. She is feeling the emotions of the fallen medic bots. When Nanami opens her eyes again, they are no longer occupied by sorrow. Instead, they are burning with rage.
Hasima, Spooner, let's head down to the terminal. Dude, this is a fucked future. All right, here we go.
Number 12, Divergence. The group finally arrives at the spacious hall located at the end of the core. The terminal blinks in blue, a flashing cord showing that the terminal is in operation stretches up to the ceiling. Nanami seems to have seen this scene before, except it's nothing like what she saw. Standing before them is an entire army with a Gears machine against the three of them. The red mechanoid girl is standing at the very front of Gear, staring at Nanami as she walks toward her. Her eyes are still filled with zealous love and confusion, like a child holding a balloon left in the center of the road. She is still holding the diamond that Nanami did not take. Nanami, however, casts not even a glance at the diamond, taking that Sage doesn't like diamond. Zero throws it down on the stairs unceremonially. The diamond rolls down the stairs, eventually landing on the dust wreckage of the mechanoid's debris. The diamond clinks against the stairs as it rolls down, pondering on Nanami's heart.
Sage.
The girl desperately runs towards Nanami and holds her hand.
Why are you showing such an expression? Did we do anything that upset you? Is it our tribute of love not precious enough to suit your revelation? Is that why you're leaving us? Is that so? Is it that right? If we did anything wrong, please just tell us. We will change it. We will repair it all over again. Look, we have great efficiency. We can get anything done. The entire Earth now belongs to us. Nothing will stand in your way. Please guide us. Only you can enlighten us.
The girl begs Nanami repeatedly, holding her hand tight. Nanami is not pulling it back. She simply speaks with a calm and sorrowful tone.
My friends are no longer what they're supposed to be.
Stopping in her tracks and raising her head, Zoro turns around and look at the army of gears behind her.
But what am I supposed to be? You said I was your friend. I cannot simulate a world without you. If you are not around, I will feel.
Her lips are open, eyes trembling. She cannot find any words to describe the boiling emotion in her chest. Is it a program error, or is it real love instead? Her grip tightens, the sound of breaking metal comes from her hand.
I need to go, Zoro.
Nanami remains untouched. Asamiya takes a step forward and points her sight at the mechanical mechanoid girl. Please let her go. Zero twists her head in a strange angle. Her eyes wander a little, then lock onto Hasima. She giggles.
I see how it is. It's your unruly brunch that has been manipulating Sage. What are you trying to do? Keeping Sage glory all to yourself or taking Sage down a path of destruction? I only understand. I need to slash the two of you down to really win Sage back.
With a single command from Zero, her gear readies herself for a fight, summoning the Wheel of Fortune behind them. Straight you up.
Power!
The air trembles in Nanami's rage as power descends through the air and lands right before gear. Sparks rain down as the robot's chainsaw as it begins grinding. Her eyes glowing with rage, Nanami hops on the power and charges up to the Wheel of Fortune.
I might not be able to change this future, but I'll never allow anyone to hurt my friends.
Oh yeah, Nanami, you tell him. Let's do it.
Who's this Royal Fortune dude? I like the little cutscenes, the little cinematic scenes they're trying to get with this. It's fucking funny. Oh, it's these guys. Huh. All right. Let's do it. Hell no, you ain't doing that on me. Come on.
Put some effort into it.
Ah! Hit it. Hey-ya! I know your moveset.
I've dealt with you plenty of times.
Hey! Oh shit. Here we go. Gotta kill him here. We're not gonna be able to kill him. We're gonna be able to do it in the next run. Hey-ya! Oh no, I had a fucking dodges. Oh, here we go. Yeah! Nice. Fate of Lightning. Oh, okay, I see now. Oh my goodness. Hold up, we gotta do something. I am seeing something that I'm not liking, so I am going to switch that. Okay, let me make sure this is right now. That should be a little bit better. All right, let's roll. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Come on. That looks a lot better, yeah. Hey! Oh, hell no, we about to die. Hold on, we're about to do this. Come on. Hit it! Come on. 613 in the dream. Yeah. Come on. Oh, I fucking died. Damn it. Come on. Yeah. We're right there.
The
Hey!
left side of the armor too thick. Nami has no armor that she cannot touch.
Come on. We're right there. We are right there. This fucking dude's a tank.
Is the left side of the armor too thick?
Oh, he's right there. Come on. Kill him before he finishes. Got him.
Insta-hit you! Commandant, Power and I are just super duper awesome! Don't you think?
There we go. Sage, please just tell me exactly what I need to do to walk down the path of revelation alongside you. The memorized mechanoid girl changed Nanami's title. She walks up the stairs. She stares at Nanami purely like a lost fanatic pursuing the will of her god. You healed me, Sage. Yet you broke me down again. When I've cleared your path, all of your obstructions, and brought your favorite humans. Is it wealth you want? Or is it wisdom? Am I willing to yield my sword 1,000,000 times over for you? But I can't imagine living a life without you. Don't look at the wheel of fortune like that, Sage. Spare me some of your love. Look at me. Oh, I see. Sage, is this your revelation to me? Zero lowers her head and giggles. The path of revelation may be beyond our ability to comprehend, but what is the path you have chosen, right, Sage? If Zero can just be like the wheel of fortune and become a pavestone to your path of revelation. Nanami, she's coming at you. Zero charges up to Nanami before Hasumo can even raise her sight. However, Power is already wielding the chainsaw out of reflection. The broken red-hearted girl chest flickers, thick black liquid keeps flowing out from it. Oh, Sage! Ramming her self-destructive into Power's weapon, Zero instantly breaks into pieces that shatter onto the ground. Zero, however, carries on mumbling as if she was dreaming the best dream of her life. I don't know what's right or wrong. Only you, Sage, can show me that path ahead. If my path have chosen the will to take my life away, then so be it. Sage. The energy pipes under her exposed chest like bone blinks a few times. Fluid runs across the floor, her once clean face now coated or now full of black stains. With her uttered faith and insanity, Zero offers her heart to the princess. I love you. The mechanoid's voice begins to twist. Her right hand hangs in the air for a second, then falls down. Nanami has no idea who started this. All for Sage. Beginning as a hum that sounds like a spell, that chant gradually spreads out across the army of machines. Sacrifice self for Sage Revelation. Bringing to the mind of tidal waves that form over the lake of a drop of stone into the water. Sacrifice thyself for Sage Revelation. Sacrifice thyself for Sage Revelation. Mechanoids continue to gather toward Nanami, chanting her most devoted wishes. Run, Sage. They're out of control. No, we move forward. Hasima stands in front of Nanami, holding her sight. We take the terminal back. The battle starts in chaos. Mechanoids are going after me, Nanami like moths to the flame. Go on without me. I'll stay here to block the door. As long as we get there, we win, right? But there is no door. Then I'll make one. Oh!
Spooner roars as his body swells several times to its original size. The mechanoid parts of his entire body expand so much that they rip through his coating, exposing inside his chest, which is red and spewing steam like a furnace. Burning like the sun, Spooner is now brighter than anything else. To the crazed gear soldiers, he doesn't understand what a terminal is, nor does he know how to arrive at the redemption Nanami mentioned, but he is still and will be following her. Spooner! Nanami tries to expose Spooner with power, but is held down by Perfectolo or smaller mechanoids. She stretches out her arms as hard as she can and comes within a few more centimeters of the Spooner, but just can't seem to get any further. Spooner bulges not 1 inch. Hashima! The beast howls his hammer and chisel, knocking them together with all of his strength. The loud noise has caught the attention of the mechanoids. They swarm onto his body like rats biting a wall of steel.
Follow me, Nanami. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Hasemiya waves her scythe, shattering and knocking mechanoids away with every swing. More wounds appear on her body as she charges forward. Clang. The clang sounds as though they are prompting Sage Machina to hurry along.
Do what you must before Spooner burns himself out.
As the sharp crescent moon, the scythe of Hasima's hands finally clear out a path to the enormous machine at the core of the sanctuary. Hatsamiya's left arm connects from her body, and she gets devoured by the swarm of mechanoids immediately.
Nanami. Hasemiya!
Nanami calls out her friend's name, but she can only reach out for the cable that extends from the terminal, connecting it to the back of her neck. The crippled mechanoids hoard her weapon with her only arm left. Hatsamiya turns back and smiles at the girl she has followed all of her life. All the noises and chaos has disappeared. The space is filled with a dead silence.
Whoa, yo! This is kind of like, this reminds me of the World Tree and, Honkai Impact 3rd, where there's like different parallel universes and shit. It's kind of reminded me of. Alright, here we go. Episode 13, Determination. Nanami will never forget the pain and machines of humanity, so Nanami is determined to seize the opportunity no matter what it takes.
When she opens her eyes again, Nanami finds herself back in the digital world. It seems like she managed to link herself up to the terminal after all. Before Nanami says anything, she hears Cassette's cold, hollow voice through the space. The machines have wakened and are bound to rule the planet. It is history's choice. The punishing virus only intensified the war between humans and machines. This futile was always inevitable, and it was something that my maker saw way back in the Golden Age. Not moving an inch, Nanami is surrounded by several bubbles, each which shows a possible future that derives from the existing reality. Snowy, war-torn, blood-red, the bubbles show all sorts of possible futures. But none of them can Nanami see humankind. Humankind will eventually perish. Gesult never doubted this, and it holds true in all possible futures, which is why humanity is nowhere to be seen in Future's blessings by spring. She casts away the data and walks forward. Although she cannot see Gesult, she still raises her head and makes a statement.
Oh, she's in a new frame. This is definitely not the answer Nanami is seeking.
You must do it.
It has nothing to do with whether you want to or not. They are two different topics. I'm not answering a question with the predetermined wrong answers.
Gesalt pauses a moment as if she is calculating the reason why Nanami gave this answer.
Is it because of your so-called wishful love towards humans? No. The machines survived because you became their leader. Humankind, however, was destroyed by their own arrogance, and that's not their problem. Oh, that is their problem. Human civilization is destined to perish in the Everwinter. Anyway, even if the machines had never awakened, humankind is making too slow of progress, and the awakening of the machines will only get in their way. even if it's safe to say that humankind has met its end sooner than later because of the punishing virus and awakening of the machines. And you never wanted to destroy humankind yourself because you loved them so much. Nanami's hands clutched into fist, then slowly relax. But that's not it. The kind of machine is part of our future. Is this really what you want to see, Mekabubashaka? It does not matter whether I want to or not. I have no such preferences. I just calculated the ending through simulation. Humankind is heading down a path of destruction anyway, whether you execute the plan or not. You don't understand, Mekabubashaka. There was machines gathering and waiting for humankind to return, coming from all corners of the earth. There were parenting robots crying their hearts out at the bodies of dead children in basements. There were little robots who tried to assemble and launch themselves into space in order to find friends. The medic bot locked up lives so they could execute their programming logic. And there was Zero, who slaughtered humankind by the thousands in pursuit of Nanami. Nanami remembers all those emotions: sorrow, loss and pain, paranoia, desperation. Those mechanoids are no different from her in the root. Do they really deserve those endings? I don't trust you anymore. If I cannot calculate an ending, I'll go look for it myself. In the upcoming 10 years, there will be 85,412 future events that can change the future. Humankind has a mere 0.031% of surviving the punishing virus. Which is why I said I'm going to look for the answer myself. And if that's not just for humankind, then there's no way someone as stupid as you will ever understand. I take it that you, the entity called Nanami, plan to figure out every possible future that derives from each event. Such a feat would be impossible without Gasort's help. True, so lend me your power. Didn't I say I could use your clearance? I would not recommend that. Then stop asking Nanami to lead your so-called mechanoid awakening. I won't listen to a word you say unless you agree to my condition. Gasort falls into silence once again. Your condition has been accepted. The answer may be the result of another calculation. Gasort has selected the option with the highest chances of success. Nanami knows that Gasort is capable of figuring everything out in this world, be it science, disaster, or the future, except for humankind, which is the sole fish that remains elusive in the grand river of data. And she must resize every possibility across the turbulence. Episode 14, find the answer in the future. As far as the consumption of consciousness goes, humankind and the machines are different in one regard, and that is, humankind is unable to recall what exactly and when exactly they first became consciousness in life. Was it during the infancy, when they first developed memories or emotions, or from the very first cry after they left their mother? Or could it be traced back all the way when the zygote was transformed into the abduct, and was it rapidly self-divided? This topic is more philosophical than biological, but the same question is very easy to answer for mechanoids. When you connect a mechanoid to power and it turns its program, a brand new, mature, highly intelligent consciousness is born. Mechanoids can find any moment that is stored in their memories at any time. A prediction by humankind produces concentration because, try as they may, humankind will run into unpredictable casualty in time. But in a computed prediction by mechanoid programs, every action is an execution of the known future. Running at full power, Gasort is able to deduce several different routes of the world's possible endings. Nanami stored them in all of her memories. Gasort's simulation in the future has no evidence of what's going on in the real world. Each time Nanami makes a decision on a time node, a possible future outcome is selected. When she moves forward, infinite possibilities are created once again. She is unaware of how many possible scenarios stand between her and her future, and at the end of the chosen time space, nor does she know whether or not all routes selected will lead to the same future. The one called Nanami. You are about to enter simulation. Confirm. Confirm.
In the influx of beyond threshold computing power, Nanami's face twists, but her eyes soon light up again as she gets used to it.
Simulation commenced. Launching world reconstruction 10%.
The data spaces begin to distort as a possible future is gradually constructed. It is all new but so real.
The one called Nanami, you are about to enter your third simulation. Confirm. Yes.
Commencing the fifth simulation.
Are you ready to commence the ninth calculation? Commencing the 12th world reconstruction, 25%. Damn, she going through a whole bunch of shit. The one called Nanami, do you wish to confirm? The one called Nanami, what is that? This?
The girl pats her mecha and smiles.
Mecha Babashuka, have you ever watched a movie called Oceanic Rim? Wow, they really took it from fucking Pacific Rim. According to my research results, it is a sci-fi movie humankind created in the Golden Age. I have seen a lot of interesting work like that. Humankind loves giant robots with a capital L. In their culture, such robots are often related to the power of God. As long as humans are piloting them, they have the courage to battle storms. I think I now understand why I have power in the future. I really like it. Which is why I made it. I mean, if I didn't make it, then why don't I see it? Then I don't see why I always have power with me in the future. Interesting, no? Are you implying that robots are a symbol of man-made power to fight against destiny? But my scanning result only shows that the mechanoid named Nanami was experiencing a computing power overload. I believe this robot is but evidence that you had to change to a different frame and rely on external tools to continue the simulation. Haha, that is not so romantic. Let's stop right here, Nanami. But Nanami just likes it.
Nanami puts her hand on power, then raising her head, she looks calm but determined.
I really like it, Mecha Bubushuka. So let's keep going. Next simulation, please.
Commencing the 36th simulation.
Launching world reconstruction. Ooh.
Floating among numerous bubbles of worlds, the girl extends her arms. A program. A bunch of data. Several repeating tests. The infinite presumption of the OS and ones from that future. Numerous if scenarios that cover all possible routes. In millions of dreams and every simulation, the girls will stand against the world of all of her strength. Having witnessed all the futures, she still pursues them without a second thought.
Okay, here we go. Episode 15, If Fall. I can't even read that quickly for that one. Here we go. We moving. What is this? We're going to different fucking cutscenes and all that shit. Oh, I can't even fucking... What deep buck? Wait, what are you talking to them? Because I'm fighting him.
Feel my firepower?
Can't even run. Oh, I wasn't supposed to kill him. Oops. A meeting? What meeting? get away from me.
Armor too
Brother. Yeah.
Is the left side of the armor too thin?
What are they about to do? Nuke it? Oh, whoa, denied. Oh. That's new. Ugh. I would say if we could save, yeah. External force. Oh! Cannot slide? Oh, shit. Oh, oh, whoa! That came out of nowhere. Oh, well, at least we can jump. Now, Liv, we're trying to help you. Oh, I'm taking hits. Oh, we're taking hits. Holy shit. Oh, we're going down.
Can't let this future happen.
I can do it. I can do it. What? Hold up. Let me try that again. Let me get to it. Well, never mind. I guess that's supposed to happen. Huh. Okay. Reminds me of Demon Slayer music. Oh shit, we're fighting twins? Oh yeah, that bitch.
Feel my firepower?
They are tall. Ow.
Is the left side of the armor
Here we go. Ah! Keep an eye on the girl. Keep an eye on the girl. Watch for the attacks. Here we go, right there. Ah! Oh! God damn. Come on. Yeah.
Is the left side of the armor too thin?
Holy shit. There we go.
Can't
Come on.
let this future happen. Is the left side of the armor too thin?
Come on. Here we go.
Nanami,
They're right there.
fire!
Nice. Good hit.
The left side of the
Okay.
armor too thin?
And they're back at 50 again.
I can't let this future happen.
Huh. They all lead to this one. Episode 18. Awakening. I need to go now. I'm starting my journey now. Whoa! Yo! Oh, look at that scene, bro! Oh, dude. Hold on, let me lock in. Nanami's thoughts start to drift away after wandering and fighting through countless worlds. She is facing a dark, void space. No planets or stars can be detected nearby, nor is she able to receive signals of any frequency. Even the temperature in this area is closer to the absolute zero. She just curls up in the vacuum, letting the abyss consume her. The light of futures dies in the darkness, but more stars appear from this infinite space. When the light shines upon Nanami, everything seems to move in slow motion. She remembers a human who once told her that humans could enter the mind palace during deep thinking, in which they could think at an incredibly fast speed that also makes time flow slower for them. Nanami, however, never thought about lives in the universe or complicated science theories. Her mechanically made up chip and cores repeat one in only one question. Why? It is overwhelmed. The high-speed data flows in her mind like a storm, capturing every piece of memory, whether they are real or only exist in the program simulation. Nanami looks at the scenes in her memory and feels deeply confused but curious. Nanami's curiosity, however, is nothing like what humankind feels when seeing something they've never seen. Rather, she is feeling curious about how she came into being. Why? How did the machines manage to awaken when they were man-made? And for what? In different futures, Nanami comes across mechanoids like herself who are fond of humans and pursues human consciousness. And there are those like Gabriel, who believe power is everything. And those from Gear, who only set on fighting humans. They don't fight to live, but find the meaning of war. What's the point of war anyway? Why did punishing appear? Why would it fall upon Earth? What was controlling and manipulating punishing? What did they want? Why is humankind so stubborn about Earth anyway? Is it because they love it? But why? What is love anyway? And what is Nanami seeking after? To protect the things she loves? So they disappear? Was it designed by Nanami's creator, who added love to her program logic, or something else? Nanami had a long dream during endless, prolonged thinking. In the dream, she seems to have turned into a giant, pale gray wolf running on an ancient wilderness, chased by a gray ghost, a gray force that strangled her claws with thorns. She struggles, growls, but could not do anything. The forest then transforms into a cold, deep sea. Nanami changes into a fish to escape the thorns, but drifts away in the waves. The tide of the sea lurks and moves like a silent beast, with sharp spikes on its back, awaiting its prey, but also breeding primitive lives. The tide resides, and Nanami pushes herself up on the sand and flies to find herself in the human-like limbs. As she stumbles forward, buildings rise under her feet. Giant ship sails from the ocean in the distance. She sees everything underneath.
in a miniature scale. Humans gather in cities, civilians begin to grow. Skyscrapers pierce through the ground, honking at cars and howling wind makes her drowsy. The steel building continues to rise and wrap inside her. She sees a large, complicated computer standing in front. She looks around. This place feels so familiar, but strange. A person in white walks around Nanami, their eyes shining and their hands moving as they speak like a commandant. Nanami could almost see a promising future in those eyes. She grabs the finger of that human. The human pats her forehead. It is the first time she feels the warmth of a human since she was born as a mechanoid.
Nanami, experience everything of mankind, then make your own choice. Nanami doesn't understand. What does that mean?
She hears her answer that overlaps with her own naive, long voice long ago.
Are you the human that created Nanami? Can you tell me why you made me?
Before she hears an answer, she is thrown into another scene.
Meal's ready.
Come here, give Daddy a hug.
This is the peaceful and happy family that Nanami grew up in.
Dad, Mom, Minnie. I need to go now. I'm starting on my own journey.
Like a child that falls from space into a soft cotton, Nanami finds herself lying on a boat. The boat is sailing smoothly on a peaceful sea. She turns around and sees her most familiar human next to her side.
Commandant, you're here. I've been looking for you. We won the hide and seek game this time, Nanami. You?
Oh, it's all for friends. When Nanami looks over at the ship and sees them, Amy, Rosachi, Martin, Hasimiya, Spooner.
Awesome. You're all here. I can take you on to the best adventure.
After all of her friends are sailing on a large ark with her, staring forward into the infinite space.
Whoa! Ah, come on! God, dude, I can't wait to fucking see that. Woohoo! God damn, dude! Fuck! Dude. Woo! Yo, she looks so good. God, dude, that smile too. Fuck! All right, here we go.
Episode 19, Answer. Is this what you've been thinking? Awake from the absurd dream, Nanami is still drifting in space. She hears a voice among the stars speaking a language different from any human language she is aware of. Her ears have captured the sound of the somehow understood it.
Who is that?
We heard your voice in the center of universe. But you still seem to have some confusion.
Confusion? Right. Nanami is beginning not to understand why I'm doing this.
Thinking is a sign of evolution.
Are you saying that Nanami has evolved?
You think, therefore you are. Everything here is a realization of your thoughts. We can show you everything you have ever thought about, as well as everything you seek but cannot witness. Still confused, Nanami manages to grasp the key information in the conversation.
Where is this future in humans and machines live happily with each other?
Everything you and humankind feel, know, and come in contact with Earth as exists three-dimensionally. To live a higher dimension, time comes another form, more like a psychophysical object. Your past and present, future, and are built different pages on a book. The space has changed. Nanami sees Commandant on a bed in Babylonia. Liv stands next to the bed in a different frame.
Is this what Pop and P is going through now?
The simulation only exists in Consult's data space and has no impact on things that happened in the past or are happening right now. While Nanami is venturing into data space, lots of things have happened on Earth. more or less under the influence of Nanami's actions after she returned from the simulations.
Oh, wow. So she's the one that's kind of like steering everything into the direction. It's been so long already.
The space changes again, bringing her back to the Arctic. Grey Raven is standing far away while Nanami is next to the mechanoid bear looking at them from afar.
Commandant, the next time we meet, we'll be enemies.
The next moment, Nanami suddenly realizes that she has indeed said it before. Time has been manipulated by the unknown being and become a book that can read from page to any page. The pages are turned backward. In the FOS uniform, a much younger commandant stares into the starry sky by a French window in Eden.
Pop and pee. Pop and pee. Huh? Who's talking to me? I am.
Nanami realizes that this commandant doesn't recognize her.
I'm the star that you were looking at. Can stars talk too? We can, but I'm very, very far away, so my voice is hardly heard by anyone. How far are you? Very. At the border of the universe, probably.
Nanami was about to say something else when a classmate pats Commandant on the shoulder.
What are you doing, spacing out? I think I heard a star talking.
Nanami chuckles. She just loves pulling pranks on Commandant. Even at a time like this, she feels warm recounting all these familiar moments. I have grabbed something, Nanami thinks. A machine is destined, manufactured, and born to this world with a mission. That mission is coded and inscribed into the machine's logic program, and that's all that matters to the machine.
Oh, Kuroneko, what's going on, man? Sorry, I didn't see this. I'm too busy dialed in on the story. I'm just trying to figure it all out right now. But yeah, how you going? How you doing? We're almost done with chapter 18, and then we're hopefully going to be moving on to the next part of the floating records, which is Arc City, I think, or whatever it's called. So, but I like this story so far. It was kind of slow, kind of boring, not gonna lie, but it's kind of picked up at the end, which is nice. And I'm having fun with the game so far. I'm having fun with the story. It's such a blast, and it's such a blast that I get to voice different characters. All right, here we go. I was gonna say, yeah, her character development is crazy right now. Coming from her little happy-go-lucky self to now, like, understanding, like, holy shit, this is real. It's fucking good. I like the character development so far. It's really good. Like I said, kind of slow at the beginning, but it's picked up good. The pacing is nice.
All right, let me lock in. But unlike machines or any other tool in the world, humans can never carry any purpose since their birth. No human is given any particular duty or purpose. They only once come to the planet as creatures. In other words, humans are abandoned since birth. With their primitive instincts, however, humankind learned to walk the earth, conquered things, created things, and eventually reached a point where they were able to assign missions which they had created. They can become anything they dream of, do anything they desire, and love anyone they want to. They can become a soldier, an opera singer, or a comic artist. Love is what gives humankind unlimited potential. Even with its infinite computing power, the most sophisticated and supercomputers can't even get to the bottom of human potential. When Commandant leaves, Nanami's surrounding once again assume the scenes of the universe. The Earth is right inside it, so beautiful. Its icy shell falls into the star's surface, then gets vaporized and condensed into liquid water that forms the sea.
Nanami has been traveling for so long. For a second, I almost forgot why I started this journey.
During the never-ending journey, she stood in the center of the world that she fought for her life for, thinking that time had taken everything away from her. Even with humankind wiped off the planet, Earth might still find itself back at square one when all icebergs have melted. Seawater have receded from underwater lands to emerge, and volcanoes that have erupted. That's when the primitive lives would come to the land and begin life on Earth. However, dark and cold as it is, the universe already has traces and warmth of humankind. Whether there is humankind, there is love. Love transcends time and space and shows humankind where they should go in the infinite expanse that is the universe. Love and promises of what help humankind travel through the universe and leap the sea of stars. Nanami's heart is overflowing with emotions. She keeps them to herself, but she still hears the voices reply.
I don't know if you know this, but this is a double chapter. Is it really? Huh. I didn't know that. I was wondering why we... Well, okay, when does the double chapter take? When does it take place? Was it in the middle during this chapter, or was it like toward the beginning? Because I feel like it was toward... I feel like it's toward the end. Like, I feel like we already seen it, but I don't know for sure.
Nanami, have you earned a ticket to the wider universe?
Did you hear my answer? Nanami also wants to find out the answer to that question, which is the future I've always wanted. But it's okay if you don't want to tell Nanami. Oh, it's following up. Okay, I got you. Because I want to find it myself.
There is a light in her eyes, as if she can really see a future where humans have prevailed. No matter what she believes in, she believes that they are actually living that future. That they are the universe where the cat lives.
I see. I can grant you a chance to cheat then. This chapter doesn't have a boss. Yeah, I kind of figured it doesn't have a boss fight. Just by how I'm almost done with it. Like I think we're on the finishing part of chapter 18. So I don't mind. That was just, but it's cool to see like this chapter. They were more focused on the story, heavy on the story this time, rather than just a boss fight. I'm sure I'll see a boss fight next chapter, and that's gonna be cool to see. But I do like how they went in this direction with chapter 18, which is just story driven. And I know a lot of people probably either skipped it, and then there are some people who actually read it. Experience it, not me. Then make your choice. Oh God, dude, that fucking scene. Oh, I can't wait to get to that one. All right, here we go. Actually, hold on. I need to get a water first because I am out of water and I am coming off of this. Nanami becomes more mature. I can already tell she's coming more mature just by off the look on it. And it looks, well, the looks. Look at the smile. Like, come on, man. That just makes the smiles in the game, bro. When it's like that, man, it does wonders to the soul. All right, get this set up. Okay. Nanami is the one clown friend of every group who is actually super. Yeah, she's the one that always smiles and forgets that. Ironclad Nebula, yeah! Welcome to the community. Very glad to have you. And yes, you are very much correct. She is like that one friend that smiles all the time, trying to make everyone happy, but is very, very sad inside. You basically summed it up in that one sentence. So how long have you been playing the game for? Are you like caught up with the story? Are you caught up with everything so far? Or are you just kind of like doing bits and pieces of what you are? And how long have you been playing for? I've been playing since day one. Like I'm a day one player, but then I took like 4 months off the 4 months off the game, and then I think it was January. I'll have to look at my files and see when it was, but I had took like, it was very recent. I think I took like 4 months off until like very much recently. I started coming. Well, I got everything set up here to where I can now stream, and then I really started diving into the chapters. I started on chapter 14, and now we're here. And I think that took me about a month or so to get to where I'm at now. So yeah, I'm making good progress. Not bad. Year 2 and seeing ready. Ooh, okay, I got you. I got you. Mainly floor play and score because I do almost every perma event in my account. Ah. Oh, you did every. Okay. You did almost every part. Damn. Yeah, with me, it's more of I want to do the events and all that, but at the same time, I don't want to spoil myself and be like, holy shit, what did I just watch? Or what did I just listen to? Or what the fuck was that boss? I'd rather see it. I'd rather get caught up with the story first. That way, when I do the events, I'm like, okay, cool. I've already seen it in the story. Now I can experience again while I'm fighting them or doing something with it. So I really try to avoid most of the event stuff going on. But, and I'm yeah, I got you. I get that. Yeah. Like I try to get everything done. You know, I go to the guild. I go to the simulated activity, make sure everyone's doing that. Then I go do my dailies. Then I'm building people, and like right now I'm building. I gotta build Noctis because I already have Watanabe built. I have Lee built, and Roland. I gotta get Roland built too for my next video that I'm making right now, or after this video that I'm done making. Because I just got done building Bamanata and Han Ying for the video I'm finishing up now for YouTube, because I need them for gameplay. And now I'll be moving on to Noctis and Roland next for that. So I'm like having to use a lot of my resources, but I'm very glad that I'm doing it now because of the synchronization, because we get double the shit. So it's pretty nice. It works out. All right, here we go. Episode 20. Girl from the future. Wish to find the real answer. Goodbye. What do you mean by goodbye, Nanami? You better not be fucking going away. I'm also not spoiled by any of the CN, so I don't know clue what the fuck any characters really coming out. Like, I've got word, but I'm like, I really try to avoid most of it. So that's where I'm at. I try to stay away from any spoilers. So that way, when I first experience it, it's like the real raw shit. All right, here we go. Nanami stands at the library entrance. In fact, it is not exactly a library. At the end of the empty, clean space is a large window that spans from the floor to ceiling. The stars outside Nanami realize she is inside a spacecraft. She walks in and sees some picture books, fictions, and even video games disc arranged nicely to the shelf. Before she knows it, Nanami already has her hands on those things. She recognizes some of them, but not others. Yet they pique her interest all the same. Wow. War Stage of Robots BX Invincible, featuring DK Hyper Alpha Year Edition. And there's a Cardman Rider in the new world, too. Ooh, well, I wish I got the fuck out of that one. I follow you on YouTube as well. PGR fan made stuff and Playful Lore. Yeah, I'm saying, man, I'm doing a bunch of. I may be small now, but give me time and the flower will blossom. All right, I'm just watering the plants every day. That's all I'm doing. I'm building my garden right now to attract any butterflies or anyone that wants to come. And if they don't come, and at the end of the day, I still have my garden that I built. And that's how I'm doing it. I enjoy it. It's so fun, and I like it. So, yeah. Just be ready for more stuff like that on the YouTube and more story-driven shit on the story. Man, just give me time. It's going to be great. All right, here we go. As she walks further, the view outside the window has caught the attention. Yo, Toad. She looks so good. I really like the little crown. God. Dude, from this scene to her close-up, fuck, dude, so good. All right, let me go. Nanami puts her hands on the window, gazing at the sky. The silently glowing stars look incredibly close. At 10 o'clock, this is a particularly bright band of stars.
Countless stars move slowly at different speeds above her like a flowing river. Unlike the virtual scene she saw earlier, the starry sky in front is more of a breathtaking beauty. Bright and dark stars that glitter in space, an ancient fusion that took place billions of years ago. The majestic and lengthy history of the universe, light years away, all flow by quietly. All those moments are captured in her eyes, blinking, flickering, like an ancient prophecy.
How beautiful.
Nanami cannot help but start screaming, searching among them.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who was that? That was a girl, I'm assuming. They need to. I really do. They have the materials to do it. It's just a matter of time, and if they're willing to. Are you looking for Earth, aren't you?
Nanami quickly turns around but sees no one in the vast space except herself.
Oops, I forgot. Sorry if I was rude.
Nanami blinks. There seems to be something standing in front of her. It has a vague shape that resembles a human. Soon, a hologram of a girl with long silver hair appears in the air.
Hello, Nanami. Hello to you too. Why did you summon Nanami here? And where is this place? Nothing. I just want to talk to you. I've been waiting for you. Do you like this library? I can give it a 90 out of 100. Is this for me? Indeed. Take a seat. We have lots of time. They better get into some deep lore.
The girl sits down at a table by the window. Nanami also takes a seat.
This is the Lorian Discovery. We are sailing in space at the third cosmic speed. Where are we then? Why are you talking to me like this? For some reason, I cannot meet you in person. The original me is in the center of the spacecraft. What does that mean? Discovery itself is a magnificent body. I am it. It is me.
As the girl explains, she casts a hologram on the table. A large machine stands in the dark room with numerous cables and tubes connected to the center. Nanami sees a vague figure wrapped inside.
Of course. I'm not alone here.
The hologram changes slowly, showing both humanoid and non-humanoid machines walking in the hall.
Together, we're looking for new possibilities in the universe. I see. Bro, don't cry. Don't cry. We've been talking about me. I want to hear something about you. As far as I know, you are going through something special.
Times fly as they chat with each other. The girl's face begins to blur before she even finishes her last word.
Hold on. It's time to say goodbye.
She looks at the hologram on the table. Light spots form the image of a planet. It is white, pristine, running in the deep of the galaxy and awaiting her arrival. The air around her is twisting. The girl's body descends into infinite darkness and is almost about to dissolve. But she looks so familiar. Even when she only has a vague silhouette left, Nanami still feels something nostalgic that always makes her cry. She slowly reaches out for it. An amazing force is pulling her hand like a magnet. The force exists between her and the ghost-like human, as if they are attracted to each other until space and time give way to them. The poles of the world overlap on their fingertips. Just when Nanami is about and almost touching her.
Goodbye, Nanami. Who are you, mysterious figure? Oh, okay, here we go. Episode 21. Her farewell, her last bow. Alright, it's the final one. This is where we get the fucking arc. And we're what? Hour 48 in? Yeah, we should be able to start it.
Eden continues to rotate. Given what might happen if Imperia is deployed, Babylonia has put in place everyone deployable in preparation for any contingencies. So when Murray leaves the president's office, he only sees an empty corridor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Murray shows a look of relief when the door behind him closes. Rubbing his forehead, he lets out a quiet sigh of relief.
It's over. It didn't quite turn out the way what happened or what I would hoped, but nonetheless.
Murray stops cold when he hears footsteps coming from ahead of him. When he opens his eyes.
Ooh, she's in a new suit. Now hold on. Is this present time or is this a different time zone? I'm confused.
A girl in a pilot suit casts Murray a glance when she passes him by. Then her eyes brighten up.
Oh, it's you. And you are?
When Murray turns around to face the girl too turns to face him with a mischievous look on her face. Facing Murray and waving at him, the girl walks backward with the other hand behind her back.
I am the Nanami. Don't forget it. I think Lee told me about you before. Keep it up and protect your brother, Murray. You are doing great. Okay, it is present. That's what I thought. Ow. She's been through so much time zones, I didn't know which one was which.
Murray is taken aback by those words. Where is she from? And what does she want from him? How did she know his name in the first place? Did she mean what she said as a warning? We'll have to eliminate her if necessary to do so.
Oh, the girl sent. Well, that's good to know. Huh. We're okay. We're back in the present then.
Murray, however, manages to keep a smile on his face at these thoughts crosses his mind.
Sure thing, Nanami.
Murray waves Nanami off as she turns into the research lab under the Science Council's second division.
I will remember you.
When the lab door is open, the person inside is observing something on the lab bench.
Is Ishmael a dude or a guy? I can't remember. I think it's a girl. Hello. Hiya.
On the researcher's table is the hologram of an iris. Nanami would have mistaken it for its actual iris if she hadn't known better. The girl with short pink hair turns around and casts Nanami a gentle, yet somewhat aloof smile.
Ooh, wait, her name's Ishmael? Wait a minute. Whoa. Whoa, wait. You're the merciful one. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait. Yo, wait a minute. She was the merciful one that saved Roland, or whoever the fuck it was in Roland's backstory. Then we see her again when Liv got reborn as Imperia. Wait a minute. What? So, are you a construct, or are you an ascendant, or are you a damn near double fucking agent? What the fuck? She also said something interesting which shocked me since it was foreshadowing of coming. Oh, okay. You helped Roland, and then Von Gut said that you would help at the church, or at the church you said she's there, the merciful one, so she can do whatever she wants. And now we see her back in Babylonia. She also brought Selena back from death. Was that during, was that whenever she became the, what's her face? The, that one monster that we had to save, that Gabriel put? Because if that's the monster, if that's what you're talking about, like, she saved her. Ishmael's just Ishmael for now. That's fucking wild. Clearly, she plays a big part. One, she got pink hair, so that instantly marks her as somewhat of importance. Two, we saw her at Roland shit. Three, we saw her at Liv shit, and now we're seeing her again with Nanami. That is fucking wild. And you're from a church, so I wonder if you have ties with Oh, what the hell is her name? Oh, I'm having a fucking brain fart. Who the fuck? What the hell is her name? The physical attacker. Oh God, what's her name? Bianca. Jesus. You're from a church, so I wonder if you're from the same church that Bianca used to be in. That's the question here. Yeah, okay, okay, cool, yeah. Okay, wow. You are throwing me loops, Ishmael. I'll say that much. You are throwing me for some loops. All right, here we go. How can I help you?
From her question, Nanami senses not a trace of surprise, as though she knew all along that Nanami would come here.
Yeah, Bianca, that's who it was. Someone told me that you'd be able to help me. And I wonder who might that be. But that's hardly the point here. What matters is that you came to seek my help, and I love helping people. Makes sense why you love helping people. I guess you help anyone and anyone.
With a smile, Ishmael gestures for Nanami to sit down.
State your wish, please. Thanks, but no. I still have a promise to keep. Let's do this quickly.
The airship and transport craft escorting Liv are disappearing into the sky. Pop and P is still asleep in the Star of Life, but from the
Wow, I should have been.
But from the separating line has started working with Ishmael's help. The world.
That's wow. I'm shitting the bed. Hold up. Let me redo that.
Pop and P is still asleep in the Star of Life, but the separating line has started working with Ishmael's help. This world that exactly exists might see a different future.
There we go.
Under the hot red clouds, Nanami travels through the wilderness in her dazzling pilot suit as power stands on guard for her.
It took a lot of effort for me to get to where I am now. I really want everybody to see this.
Nanami gives Power a gentle touch. Inspired by her conversation with the girl, Nanami decided to modify Power dazzling. The stars on it supposed to be a symbol of humankind's romance and courage. They also show that Nanami is the one and only Nanami in this world.
Ooh, excuse me, I burped and then started choking. But I have more important things to do right now. Mecha Bubashaka, give me the coordinates. What you would do would not change this catastrophe. Even if my efforts are futile, I'll still do the same. Because I'm doing it out of love. I don't want to destroy humankind and all the interesting things they created.
Nanami looks up at Eden in the sky. Atsumiya probably managed to evacuate from Babylonia with them already.
And things are changing, aren't they? I'll help make their wish come true, and then they'll help make mine come true too.
The assault falls into silence.
What happened to you? An entity called Nanami, outside my range of observation. Let's not spill the beans just yet. What you mean by that?
Nanami has heard this before on the lone sailing spaceship where she talked with the unknown girl.
We won't be able to predict the future if humankind possesses free will. Humankind knows free will through experience. Free will is a substantial part of individual consciousness. In the same vein, predictions in the future contradicts free will. Humankind can't predict the future precisely because they are not able to make free choices. Conversely, if you already know the future, then why won't you go against your fate? Nor can you tell other people about what you know about the future. Even if you already know all the possibilities and you chose the best one out of all of them, outcome, or some tragedy that might happen along the way, is still inevitable. I think you need no reminder, Nanami, but I'm you. Okay. Huh. Jesus. I'm you from the future. Okay, so now we have to voice her as her. We'll go more softer mellow tone.
She sees herself in that future. With the machine, she travels on and through the universe trying to figure out why the machines awaken in their identity. Giving up her freedom, she's become a central AI that leads the spaceship and all the awakened machines on a permanent journey through the infinite universe. The surviving humans still have a chance, yet their fate is now up to them. Humankind has only themselves to count on down the path to a promising future. Abandoned by Earth, the girl sits quietly by the window as she speaks, occasionally stealing glances at the blue planet billions of years away. At the end of time, the universe, and everything, she finally sees it. She sees the root of all catastrophes. She also finds a door through which humankind can go through and the key to it. Then, she sends the secret to the past, a secret that should have been left untold. She prays. Humankind lives on in the infinite expanse that is the universe, and that the machine set out on a journey with her in search of peace and their identity. Such is all her love.
But you still have a choice, Nanami. You can choose to not become me.
The girl's smile was so similar, yet so different from Nanami's. Her smile, however, is growing blurry as her hologram begins disappearing.
Hold on. It's time to say goodbye.
Nanami holds out her hands and locks her fingers with her much younger self. With their heads against each other's, Nanami finds herself instantly awash with yearning, sadness, and loneliness.
Take these with you and look for Ishmael. When you've made a final decision, you'll be able to find the answer you came seeking there.
The fact that, okay, Ishmael, I guess, plays a bigger part than I thought.
She does want Nanami to make a different choice from hers, but she of all people should know that.
Goodbye, Nanami.
Yeah, come on, dude. God damn. Dude, she looks so good. Fuck. Woo, yo. God, dude, her smile, bro, in the suit. God, bro. Yo. Oh, dude. I'll tell you what, they know how to make the pictures right. All right, let me lock in.
Snapping back to herself, Nanami looks up longingly at the skies and she waves goodbye at home, up in the clouds.
I would love to see it for myself on Earth, but I'm afraid I won't be able to.
She might have chosen the shackles of fate, yet fate is full of twists and turns, one of which being humankind, and that's something even Quetzal failed to capture with her calculations.
Goodbye. Don't forget, Nanami.
Now, wait a minute. So we're back at the present. She's somewhere, I have no clue where. She just said goodbye to her future self. And that's really about it. That's all we really know. It leaves me with more questions than answers.